increases. Now I have an AC of 15 and spell DC of 14.
That's right, Joe. I remember. I was looking at your character sheet. You were kind of like
15. And
you were actually quite a bit like Scotty's character. You had a lot of odd-numbered abilities.
Yeah.
So your charisma went to 18, and what was the other one? Quite a bit like Scotty's character.
Dexterity went to 16.
Yeah, that was a smart move.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna do another feat that gives me proficiency in something else, just because I wanted to be the utility character. Yeah, I was gonna do. And then, which also boosted my charisma by 1. But I was like, I already have. There's no reason for that. I already have all my stuff in charisma-based crap. So. I was gonna do history, but I think religion. I think if I ever do one, I'll probably do history, and then boost my intelligence by 1.
I have history, so.
I was gonna do history, but I think I just feel like a bard should have history. Like that should be something, and then boost my intelligence by 1. But I did go to the College of Alatur, so I felt like having religion as a proficiency was probably pretty good.
Well, I mean, we'll just say that you don't have the history skill because you left college before you graduated. Well, I mean, we'll just say that you don't have the
right.
You got out before the history class.
You
right.
left college.
What else? I haven't really decided what spells I'm going to take, and I'm just excited for 6th level because I'm going to get Hellish Rebuke, right? And that's going to be my main combat spell. I haven't really decided what spells I'm going to take, and I'm just
so
also.
Go ahead.
All right, bud. Okay, you can come sit with me. He's still got a fever, so he's going to be grumpy tonight.
Still?
Yeah, we found out yesterday he had ear infection, so he's taking amoxicillin right now.
That sucks.
Stuff. That ought to knock the pants off it.
Oh yeah.
If you did not update your experience points totals, those are it right there.
Oh okay. I did the rough amount just to get me to.
I think I did.
Those are it right there.
Oh okay. I did the rough amount. So what did you take, Flash? Because I don't want to take the same spells as you.
Those are it right there.
Oh, okay. I did the rough. So what did you take, Flash? Because I don't want to take the same spells as you. I'll probably. So I have. So what did you take, Flash? Because I don't want to take the same. I don't know why, but probably some of this stuff is left over from when Hobart had the character. Do you mind if I switch out Cure Wounds, Tony?
Of course.
Okay. Of course, you do mind?
No, it's fine.
Okay. I might take a different 1st level spell.
Did you ever use it?
Yes.
No. Cure Wounds?
Yes.
You used Holy Word. I think you used Holy Word. I don't remember using Cure Wounds.
I don't know if I used one of them. I don't think I used.
You used Cure Wounds because you healed people down in the arena.
Was that a Cure Wounds?
Probably not.
Right.
Scotty
was that healing word?
Scotty healed somebody with Cure Wounds, but I thought it was.
I've got Cure Light Wounds. I don't recall Joe doing that though.
Yeah,
I did use healing word a lot, but because you can do it from a distance.
Right. I'm gonna let you trade out the Cure Wounds. It's fine.
Okay. Sweet. All right. I will give me. I mean, we don't need anything necessarily right away. I'm gonna do a little bit of research. Okay. Yeah, you can put that on the ground.
All right.
Hey, Tony, I have a question.
Yeah.
Last week, having that we finished the battle, a quick head count as to how many people did we kill or capture in the fort? Because one got away.
Yeah. Give me a second and I'll go back and take a look here.
Yeah, that's going to be my spell. Yes, sir?
You're drinking a ginger ale and Jack, Tony?
It's Seagram's. It's Seagram's ginger ale and Jack Tennessee honey, and it's fantastic.
Seagram's in there too, eh?
Well, no, Seagram's ginger ale.
Oh, Seagram's.
I've become a bit of a snob. I like their stuff better.
Okay.
It's not quite as sweet, I don't think, and Tennessee honey is pretty sweet anyway.
We're using ginger beer.
You know what? That would be really good, but I don't know how well it would work with honey. So,
yeah.
Ginger beer's definitely got like it kind of punches you in the face a little bit.
Yeah, I've been drinking ginger beer and whiskey because Billy got me hooked on that.
That would be good. Just
it is
like straight Jack or
apple juice.
Mm-hmm.
Apple juice and whiskey.
Whiskey. Oh yeah.
Huh.
It's amazing.
I like a little bit of carbonation. If you're gonna.
I can't have carbonation.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Anka used to make her own ginger beer. I'm going to figure out how she makes that, and I need to plug my computer in. Start making some of my own ginger beer to see how that works out. If that works out pretty good, I'm going to bring a bottle down to Lotto. Some whiskey.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, when is Lotto, by the way? Do we have we set a date?
I think so. The same weekend as the past couple years.
Okay. Well, I think if we're being twitched, we should probably not dig too much into that, I suppose. Like everybody's like, hey, we've got fans. They all showed up at Lotto. It's great. Hey, guys. Who are you? All right.
Are they
there are a lot of gamer geek chicks playing D&D nowadays, but we won't be lucky enough to have those kind of fans. Come on, Scotty. All right. Okay, so a little tidbit. We're gonna rewind just a bit to kind of the end of the fight. Well, actually, shortly thereafter. Let's see.
How shortly?
Shortly. All right. Okay, you killed. My lord. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You killed 11 bandits. You have 3 bandits, 3 bandit-like underlings. Captain Ortiz and Maricel.
And does this count the one that Scotty shot?
Scotty shot
from way out.
Oh yeah, that was.
Ago?
Yeah, that was from 2 sessions ago. Yeah, that includes that one.
Okay.
It's laying outside the walls.
Okay, and does that count the one guy that got away?
Got away.
Yeah, there was one that jumped in the water, that got pushed in the water. Zarkiba shoved him into the water.
I shoved one in the water too.
Actually, you shoved 2 in the water. You shoved 2 in the water. It does not count those 2. They are
Tony. Amongst the crew, can I get a rapier? Can I find a rapier and use that instead of the short sword?
You mean among the dead crew aboard the ship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So that makes 15 that were captured or killed, plus 3 that got away. So that's 18. 18 people that were in the fort that are accounted for. Right?
Yeah.
So that would make 5 people that left. 6 people that left. There should be 6 people that left on the patrol that were bandits.
Well, you don't know if they were bandits or not. You just know there were 6 human beings. You also know
we knew there were 6. There were 26 people in the fort.
You also knew that from talking to Captain Giordani, who is basically kind of fawning all over Radjic, like telling him how much he owes his life to him, and he can never repay him, and all this stuff. But he told you early on that there were 6 other of his crewmen trussed and waiting, and then they left on a cart. But he couldn't really see, so he doesn't know if the cart was already there or if a cart came and got them. He doesn't know anything like that.
Okay, but I'm trying to figure out how many bandits are on the road. We knew there were 26 bandits, counting the lizard person, in the fort.
Okay, and how many have you counted so far?
18.
Okay.
So that leaves, actually leaves us what? Then 8 on the road.
Right. And he had 6. He had 6 of his crewmen that are unaccounted for.
Right, but I want to know how many people are out on this group. Because Scotty and I are going to leave immediately.
Have you asked Scotty this?
Yes,
Yeah,
Scotty and I talked about it.
Okay. All right. So even though you're like limping along, like hurting like a son of a bitch, you're like, all right, fine, we'll go.
I ain't going anywhere.
No, the whole point is that you guys get an hour to rest and then follow down the road. We're going to go down and we're going to do evil shit and slow them down.
Yeah, Sean's plans, we're going to go through the woods so that we can travel at full speed but still be in the woods. And then, sort of
cut them off.
Horses and shit.
We're going to do shit like shoot the horses.
Okay, so...
Yeah, this is where I get to play my game. This is what you brought me for.
So everybody agrees with this plan?
Well,
I didn't get
all
to
right
talk
to
to
me.
everybody else, but Scotty and I got to talk to him a little bit, and Flash, though. Because nobody else is up for it because everybody else is hurt. They got to get time to rest. And then I would recommend leaving Zarkiba and the other boat captain behind to watch the prisoners that are here.
I would bring
Zarkiba
says that ass.
Well, yeah, but she doesn't have any kind of ranged capability, and she's not particularly stealthy either.
Okay.
I don't think I need to heal. Yeah, I don't really need to heal that much.
Yeah, but do you have any spells? I mean, I guess you're not going to get him back in an hour.
Palmer, question?
Yeah, I was thinking about Zarkiba's crew that expired because of the fire. I was wondering if I could do a healing on each of them to give them each back 1 point and bring them back to life. Then they're not lost to her and us.
Yeah, we did talk about that briefly. Okay, make a medicine check, and let's see what you come up with.
Ready. Stand by. Not my strongest suit, but
not awful.
Okay. First guy you come across, you think that he could possibly be saved.
okay, I will give him a healing.
Okay.
Lay hands on him.
You lay hands on him, and it's kind of like, obviously no one here knows what a defibrillator looks like, but it's basically what you do to him. And he wakes up. Well, actually, your character might. He wakes up and begins screaming, after which Zarkiba runs over to him, and she's like, can anybody help any further? My God, I thought he was dead. All right, so do you move on to the next one?
All righty.
Do you move on to the next one?
Yes.
Okay. The second one is expired, but the third one you make it to actually is alive, and you do the same thing. And he also sets about with an awful caterwauling almost immediately.
I understand.
All right. Make another one if you want.
You betcha.
The next 3 are all expired.
Okay.
You can make one last one.
I will do so. Oh, that's terrible.
Oops.
They're all gone too. You're only able to save 2.
Who was about to recover?
That's right.
The worst. I'm getting better.
Whack.
That's right. Come on, do us a favor.
That's right. Actually, you get nothing but thanks from Zarkiba for saving 2 of her crew members.
I'm just sorry I couldn't help more. They're just too far gone.
Okay, so those that are not Cormac and Iona see them like, I'm guessing you're probably like taking off your backpacks, getting rid of excess weight so that you can run faster. And what does anybody else? Are you going to try to join their group? Sounds like maybe you were thinking of doing that, Edda.
Yeah, I was thinking about joining them.
Yep, I drop all the unessentials.
Okay. Did you hear Joe? Are you gonna let Edda join your group?
If she wants to go, I thought she was hurt.
Okay. If nobody else is going, then the rest of you cluster around and just relax for a bit. And the 3 of you head off down the path, I assume.
No. We use his skill, and we cut cross country to cut him off.
Yep. Through the forest.
Okay.
Best as we can.
Okay, so you take
And
the
far away from the trail where anybody can't see me and attack me.
Okay. All right. Well, you use your natural explorer capabilities to guide the other 2 rapidly through the area or through the wooded thickets. And it's pretty thick. It's pretty nasty crap. But you help navigate it and move quickly, making very little noise.
I make sure the other group knows that they're supposed to follow us in an hour after they get. But just go down the road. Follow them down the road.
Okay. Let's see. And how quickly are you trying to move? Like at maximum you can while being quiet, I assume.
No,
Yeah.
we're gonna move away from the road so we can cut them off. So we can just haul ass through the forest.
Okay, so you're double timing it.
Yeah. The point is to get use the terrain that we have the ranger for,
Okay.
and get out and around them so we can get out in front of them and set up on them.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. He
My
can
goal
track
is to
where
stay in
they're
the
at.
woods. No one can attack me.
Right. Okay. I need the 3 of you to make Constitution checks.
Oh damn!
I hate Roll20.
Man, you guys are all out of breath after about a half an hour. You're just like, you're like, you know what? Maybe Reginald's training regimen wasn't a bad idea because God, I've been on horseback so long I don't know how to run anymore. But Iona, you've been a city boy for a long time. You're used to short sprints, not this long distance running crap. And Edda, you've never had to run so far in your life. All right. About a half an hour in, your senses, your senses don't immediately pick out any apparent noises. You keep going.
Can't you do that thing where you can
detect humanoids?
Okay, so you take I think it's a minute or so, kind of rest. You put your ear to the ground. You listen carefully, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
rest of us lay around and suck air?
And it's
Tasting.
how many
dirt.
miles? Would you mind popping it again, Scotty, so we can kind of read it again?
Natural Explorer.
Yeah, I think that's the one. Oh, I think it was. I think it's the other one that you have. It's like something awareness, like preternatural awareness or something like that.
Oh, primeval awareness.
Primeval awareness. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. No, oh, within 5 miles. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think it says, but I think it was like a minute. So you spend a minute, and the other two of you are like laying on the ground, just like flat on your backs, just like heaving. You're trying to act like you're not heaving too, Scotty. You're just kind of breathing. You're breathing into the dirt so they can't hear you. Anyway, you determine that just on the edge of your senses, you're picking up like right at 5 miles, roughly, 10 human beings.
Okay.
They're generally heading. Momentito. Oh, let's see. They are generally heading. This is a big map. Figure out where the hell I'm going here. They're generally heading south, which is kind of the general direction you've been heading.
So
further into the
south.
bandits' lands.
Is that what you said?
Say
10 humans generally heading south?
Yes.
Okay. So let Iona and Etta know. We're on the right trail. They're really.
Let's get going.
All right, so you keep it up. Okay. All right. All three of you earn 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay.
What that means is that you have disadvantage on ability checks while you're exhausted. Now, generally speaking, you can recover 1 level of exhaustion during a long rest. If you had 2 levels of exhaustion, it would take you 2 long rests to recover both. If you get to 6 levels of exhaustion, you're dead.
So, are we moving faster than normal travel speed then, or?
Yeah, you're effectively dashing the entire time. You guys are. I mean, it's not really a sprint per se, but you're doing it. You guys, the 3 of you are doing a sustained run. Okay.
I'm gonna get there and not be able to do anything.
You'll be at disadvantage on ability checks.
That's an attack roll, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's a skill check or an attribute.
But the thing
roll.
will be a disadvantage.
Right. So
but it doesn't affect saving throws or attacks.
So does disadvantage, does that mean that you roll those 2 dice and you take the lower of the 2?
That is correct.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. After about another half an hour, you, Iona, you hear the sound of like a whip and like kind of like the lowing of maybe an ox or other kind of like a pack animal or something like that, and faintly it sounds like chains.
All right, I get us to take a stop and have him do his thing again.
All right. Yep.
Do his humanoid check again.
Okay.
Yeah, check how far away they are now.
At this point, they're less than 2 miles away.
Because a whip can travel a long ways.
Yeah,
So we got plenty of time to keep moving before we have to worry about really being quiet.
Yep.
Okay.
So
I'd say we push for about another.
Are they
going to
follow us up?
Yeah, they're going to follow us up the road.
Okay.
Can we set a fire? Kind of keep them on the track. Are we on the road, or did we if they kept following on the road?
We're going sort of parallel to the road, but we're cutting cross country, but we're staying off the road.
At this point, you don't even know where the road is.
Okay.
You can't see it.
All right.
So you think you've shaved off some time by cutting straight through, but you've had to go through some pretty rough hills and through some thick brambles and stuff. Okay,
the
guys.
Point is that the oxen are still on the road, and so that's how the other team 2 will find us.
Correct. Okay, so boys, back at the camp. It's been an hour. What do you guys do?
Well, first I try to get some hit points.
Oh, okay. You wanna roll for your hit? Well, I'll tell you what. I assume you'll roll your hit dice for the hour rest, regain I think Flash, you can regain one spell slot or something like that, right? And then off you go.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So back to the group. Let's go ahead and actually roll initiative.
Holy crap!
All right.
Stand
That's
by.
pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
Where are the characters? There we are. All right.
And then don't forget, Scotty, you're going to roll for smoke too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, apparently we blew our load on the initiative rolls.
How come my initiative didn't show up on the little chart?
Did you click on your character first?
Yeah, you've got
How do I see my
to.
character? Click on my name.
It's right
You've
over
got
here.
to click your token on the map, and
I
then
don't see it.
click.
I don't have a map. I
Bottom
just have
right-hand
the,
corner.
Greyhawk picture.
Bottom right-hand corner.
You're there.
You still have your token there.
Oh wait. Oh there. Oh ha. Hold on. There we go. Okay. My bad.
No worries. And make sure you're rolling initiative for Cormac specifically for your character, because that way it will. Oh, and I see you did. It will actually do the. You get advantage on your initiatives as a ranger.
God damn.
And then just do the last roll for smoke.
Wow.
I think he runs on his own initiative.
What
How
are
do I-
the
how do I
chances of
get-
that?
There's smoke.
Yeah, the quick way for smoke. By the way, I think we talked
There we
about this,
go.
but maybe not.
There, I got it. Now
Okay.
smoke slow.
We outran
Kinda-
the dog.
Kind of a nit do we? What kind of character sheet did I set up for him? Oh, I see. We've got a standard PC character sheet for him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. All right. All right. Let's see. So everybody beat the bandits completely. All right. You get within. So it's probably been another 20 minutes. So at this point, it's been an hour and 20 minutes. Whoever, assuming that you guys left at 1 hour, you've been on the road now for 20 minutes at this point.
Okay.
The four of you, including Smoke, are able to see. Well, how close do you approach first before you lay your plans?
I am staying at maximum range.
For you, it's like 600 feet.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you're freaking hurt. You're bad.
Yeah,
You probably got.
snipe, but
Yeah, you don't have quite broken ribs, but you think that you've you feel bruises all over your body.
yep.
The first target is whatever's drawing the carriage. Whatever's pulling the cart, that's the first target.
Okay. Well, when you come up to it, it's kind of you're not at a perfect 90
Mhm.
to the cart. You're more at like a 45, and
Okay.
you can really only see occasionally because it's a covered wagon, kind of like a Conestoga. You see occasionally hands kind of on the reins, and you then see a whip lash out, like a long rod with a whip tied to the end of it. And the way in which it's done makes you think that there's two people driving. There's the driver and then kind of the guy with the whip, which is separate. You also, and it's not moving very fast. I mean, it's pretty. There's two really just big bulky oxen that are pulling it.
The
What was that, Scott?
can't go very fast.
Not really. There are two more guards with crossbows, kind of flanking the oxen. Or sorry, one more up front, kind of on the right side of the oxen, and then there's one in the back, which would be closest to the group of you, and behind the wagon is a long length of chain, and you see six guys kind of like this being pulled behind the wagon.
So 4 guards and then 6 prisoners.
That's what it looks like.
So we just need to drop one of the oxen.
No, don't do anything. I feel like I could get out in front of them and distract them. I could pretend to like be a gypsy and take their distract them, and maybe you guys could come up behind and release the guys.
We need the whole wagon.
Yeah, we need the wagon.
It makes
all
sense.
the supplies are in the wagon.
Come on, dude. It's okay.
It makes
Okay,
sense
go ahead.
that it makes sense that the wagon is probably pretty full. I mean, even from the rear, you can kind of see that the back end looks pretty full. I mean, it makes sense it's probably full because they might be able to make better time if they weren't dragging these prisoners behind them, but they're just walking behind.
Well, I feel like we should take a moment and try to see if we can set an ambush for them. You think that? I just feel like it'd be a lot more fun to. I mean, trust me, I've got a plus 8 in deception or persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Cormac knows exactly how many men are on this train.
Yeah. There's 4 guards.
It's 4
Right.
guards and the prisoners.
You're pretty confident you've accounted for all of them visually,
Mm-hmm.
or at least thereabouts.
So the thing to it is oxen can move at a good pace for a short time, and the last thing I need is for the oxen to drag the 6 guys that we need alive down the road.
True.
So if we kill one of the oxen, we still have 1 oxen to help pull the cart, and then we can help push the cart back to the boat.
Yeah, Roger
They can't get away.
Roger can be the other
We don't have to engage them. We just have to stop them. And then we can back off and pick shots and fuck with them all day long.
That sounds boring and not fun.
I'm all for the fucking boring versus the stupidity we've done running in and getting our fucking ass handed to us.
I'm not saying we need to run in. I'm just saying that I feel like
If you're in there, you're a fucking target. The whole point is to be in the woods where we can't get shot at.
Well, hold on. What is Edda's plan here?
To get herself in front of the wagon.
She's like pacing.
But then
She's
what?
pacing back and forth real quick, like really thinking about it for a second. And I'm trying to think. I think it'd be really cool if I'd have to get out in front of them. I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to get out in front of them, would it?
No, you can
I mean,
distract
we've already
them
caught
and all that, but what's that going to get us?
Well, I mean, you guys could. I don't know.
I'm not
Fuck it,
getting
she
you
pulls
to
her
like
bow
that.
out. She's like, whatever. Let's just shoot these guys.
You do realize we're a couple hours behind you, going down the road.
An hour.
You are an hour away, running cross country.
And they can't do that because they don't know the path and no one's a ranger.
We're going to be going down the road, which is going to be probably double that.
It's not that much because they only left about 20 minutes to a half hour ahead of us.
They're trying to make pretty good time, but I mean, they can only go as fast as these prisoners. And the last guy, is basically like backhanding prisoners that fall, just kind of jerking them back up and whacking them. And that's happening regularly.
Guards or oxen.
I'm sorry?
Talking to Sean and Joe. So will you take out an oxen or start taking out the guards?
Well, if
There
you
is
do it
only
stealth-
4 of them. We could shoot the guards, but we have to shoot the 2 guards at the front of that are on the wagon. So we're gonna have to get out in front of them.
This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that me being a pretty person, I could lay down. I could run out in front of the cart. You guys behind me, staying in the woods. Oliver is really trying to get into this. So anyways, I run out in front of the thing, lay down like I'm hurt in the. I don't know. Have Cormac punch me in the face or something. I'll lay down and like act like a damsel in distress in the middle of the road. I highly doubt that they're going to have go around a beautiful woman. They're going to stop the cart at that point in time. It's not going to be moving. There's no longer a moving target for you guys to hit. You can either sneak in behind the cart when they're trying to help me and release the people. Shoot, I don't know what to do after that. But my whole goal would be to get the guy driving the cart off of the cart.
I don't think we can release all the people. I don't think.
Sorry, guys.
So we know what the face guy wants to do. What's the Decker doing?
Sure, we'll sacrifice the damsel in distress.
You're like, if you want to go out there and get shot.
If you want to go out there and get fucking shot at, hey, I'm all for it. I'll be back here in the woods.
Are you? Can you do your sneak attacks in the woods, Sean?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can't be as far away as what he's
Yeah, you
No,
gotta be
I
close
can only be
to me.
60 feet away.
Yeah, I'm at 400 feet.
400. Okay.
So
Seems like a safe
we're going for the
distance.
guards then. If Joe's going to put himself out there, we got to kill the guards instead of the oxen
Yep.
first.
I'm with you. We got to kill the guys driving the cart.
Okay.
What do you gonna have Smoke do?
Smoke is going to go.
Have him attack the guy in the front with the crossbow on the ground.
Yeah, Smoke's gonna go stay. Smoke is going to be the damsel's dog. I tell Smoke to go with Etta.
Ooh, he could be like howling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love it.
here's the thing. You can imagine just about any trick you can teach a dog. You can pretty much have him do it. If you want him to act like a lame dog or howl or whatever you want him to do, I mean, you can kind of get him to do it. He's definitely smarter than your average dog. I mean, think like smarter than like an Australian sheepdog. I think they're like one of the smartest
It's
breeds.
fucking Lassie.
Yeah.
What's that? Timmy fell down the well again, boy?
That's exactly what I want them to think.
Yeah, I'll say Smoke will just be licking when the rubber rose goes down. Smoke will be licking at his face or something.
So have we seen these guys? Do they seem like they're pretty like ragged?
From a distance, the only thing you can really tell is that they're. I mean, obviously, Cormac already knows they're human. You're looking at them from 400 feet away. You can see, they're human. You've been able to pick out, the one in front by the oxen, the one in the rear, kind of keeping the prisoners moving, and you can kind of see one, and you're assuming the second one because you saw like a whiplash out, right?
Yeah.
So one of them you've never really seen visual range because, like I said, it's like a 45, and you guys are like here, but this is at 400 feet too.
So we're gonna have to move ahead 10 minutes or so to get out ahead of them.
Yeah. So here's my thing. I say I lay down on the ground, and I like have my clothes ripped up. I'm gonna tell them that they ran off, or that I just got attacked by burglars, and they stole my purse, and I had like about 50 gold in there, 70 gold to go pay for new cattle for my farm. And hopefully one of them will go looking down. I don't know. You guys can pretend to be somebody running. What do you guys think about that?
Nope, I'm gonna be in the woods and I'm gonna shoot the goddamn guy in the cart.
Well, you will. Yeah.
And Cormac isn't getting anywhere near it. He's got 5 hit points.
The guy.
Oh, you only have 5 hit points?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna use a healing word on you.
Oh. What's that do?
I didn't use any first level spells when we were fighting. I'm gonna use 2 of them. There you go. You got 13 hit points back.
Yay!
That feels good.
It does feel good.
You feel a little better now? Okay.
I feel a lot better now.
I mean, we don't have to do this. I just feel like I want to at least have this suggestion made because I think this could be a lot of fun.
Hey, if you want to put yourself in front of the cart in front of 4
Okay.
enemies with no fighter support,
So, all right, Sean.
good on you.
So, Sean and I, we need to coordinate ahead of time so we know who to shoot. So we don't both shoot the same guy. We're going to be separated.
I'm gonna shoot the guy with the reins. You shoot the guy with the whip.
Got it.
Now, the only way that
Right,
you might be able to do that, Scotty, because you haven't seen the guy with the whip.
Uh-huh.
Even when he lashes it out, you haven't even seen so much as a scrap of his flesh. Like if you could even see the hands, like you could time that and shoot that, right? The only way that you're going to be able to do that is to start circling your way around, maybe the other side, or possibly if you can get directly behind them, which might mean stepping out onto the road. If the covered wagon has an open spot, you might be able to see right through and see both their heads.
Just get out in front of the wagon.
We're just going to try to get in front.
Okay, so the group of you are going to circle and get in front of them?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that probably takes you another 20 minutes. At this point now,
Okay.
the rest of the party's been about 40 minutes on the road. You guys are feeling pretty winded. And so yeah, you're trying to kind of get this thing to stop with you at about 400 feet out facing the front of it. Scotty?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a. You're so far away. I'm going to give you. It won't be at advantage, but you won't have disadvantage on your stealth check, just because you're so far out.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
You can't beat that.
What the
Even
That
your
is-
disadvantage roll, Sean, is good. Okay, so the two of
Gods
you
want this
set
to
up.
happen.
Evidently.
Hmm.
Okay. And then you set up your little deal kind of as the road kind of comes around the corner and there's some tall grass. And so you set up right on the other side of it. And you've given Smoke the instructions to lick his face as soon as she says to. And so you're just waiting, Etta, and then you definitely can hear the heavy plodding feet getting closer and the sound of the snap of the reins and all that.
Okay. I just hold on just a second. I have. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what prestidigitation does.
Little stuff.
Loads of stuff, right? It does pretty much whatever I want.
But yeah,
Sad,
it's
Tony.
all little stuff, though.
Ah.
I might have to take a 2-minute break and make me another. Depending on how many of these breaks happen, you might end up dead or with way more magic items than you ever expected.
Yes.
How did you guys make 12th level? I don't understand. All right. Okay, so you have the dog start licking your face.
Yeah, the dog will be licking my face and probably like howling or whatever. I'm gonna remain motionless in the middle of the road until they get close.
Okay. They pull right up on you. You're starting to get nervous that the oxen are just going to run you over. And the dog is just. I mean, she's really laying it on thick.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just howling, and I mean, the wolfhounds can howl.
Mhm.
And what is that, to put blood on you?
Nope, I'll tell you in a second.
Okay. All right. You hear whoa, whoa. It's said in the common tongue, and immediately you hear a rough-voiced man approach. Boot steps right next to you. Guy peers down into your face and goes, "What's this?"
I don't move right away. Keep my eyes closed.
Oh.
Hang on a second. You see this from a distance, Cormac. This guy, he takes a kick, like a swing at the dog. He's like, "Shut up, you animal!" But your dog just kind of sees it coming a mile away and just sidesteps and just howls all the louder. He says, "Stop the yammering!" And actually starts to point his crossbow at your dog.
No.
Oh, he gets an arrow.
Fire!
Ambush sprung!
-5 plus 10.
You are? Okay.
Yeah. The guy, he's not moving. He's just standing there. He can't be a hard target.
That makes
yeah.
me proud, Scotty.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to roll
Okay.
damage, don't I? Oh.
Yeah, you just click the long button. Yeah, okay.
Ah, shoot.
17.
When I hear him shoot, I shoot the driver.
I also get +2 damage from the voice, right?
All I could hear was yag, yag, yeah. What was that, Scotty?
I also get +2 damage because he's a humanoid, right?
Oh, right. Yeah, so it's actually 19. Yeah. Okay. How do you want that to play out?
Right when he's pulling the crossbow up, he gets an arrow comes right through his eye.
Okay. He doesn't move immediately. And so like this kind of this half second of nothing. And a couple things happen here. Iona, you're not in Cormac's line of fire because you just couldn't handle the thought of, arrows streaming from directly behind you. but you can't help but hear the whiz of his fletching as it streaks past. Okay.
Yep.
Nothing
And
immediately
I
seems
shoot
to
my
happen.
guy.
Okay. Nothing immediately seems to happen. You were going to take out the guy with the lash or the reins.
No, I'm taking out the guy with the reins.
Okay. And then Edda, you didn't have your eyes open, but you heard the curse. You kind of heard like, it sounded like equipment kind of being rattled, and then like it sounds like something kind of smacked into a watermelon. You're up next.
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers. You just couldn't let me have it, could you? All right.
Well,
Don't kick the dog.
You peek an eye open just ever so slightly, and the guy in front of you kind of has his crossbow in front of him, kind of aimed, and you like look just off to the side slightly, aimed at the dog, but his arm is just slowly.
Damn it, Oliver.
He's got an arrow through the eye, and he's got this kind of bewildered look on his face, like.
Okay. All right. Does he look dazed? I mean, like, I didn't hear you. Did it actually go through his eye?
Yes. He doesn't know he's dead
then.
yet.
He's got a stick sticking out of his face.
Oof, I don't know if I should do this. I'm gonna. Can I? How close? Or you said the ox cart got like right up on me, right?
You're like within 5 feet of the front ox.
I think
I'm gonna spring up and I'm gonna try to hack at the line that attaches the reins to the ox cart.
Okay, so you jump up, draw the weapon, and try to slice the reins.
I should still have half my movement.
You do, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, make an attack roll.
God, motherfucking damn it! Fuck you, roll 20.
Yeah, rapier's just not the best weapon for the job. Maybe you don't know. Maybe right at the end, right at the tip.
Are piercing weapons. They're not good for cutting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it does have an edge at the very tip. But yeah, he just didn't hit it there.
It's not a fencing thing. Or at least I hope not.
Yeah, so it doesn't fully cut through it, and you think you've kind of scored the leather, but it's not enough. And Iona, it's your turn.
Hold on. I think you should have let Smoke die. Because that would have been a great movie.
No, boy.
I like my familiar more than you like yours, Flash.
We'll call him.
Yeah, you just
Cormac Wick.
Yeah. All right. Hey, has anybody seen my new dog?
So 18.
All right. You pop up. You just kind of. You don't even pop up. You just kind of part the tall grass a little bit. Take a shot. Okay, go ahead and roll damage because you hit him.
So it's critical. And it's poison arrow. I told you that before we
Oh,
lined up.
yeah. Okay. You know what? You don't even need to roll damage. How would you like that to play out?
Just hits him right dead in the middle of the heart. Boonk.
Okay. All right. You see him slump immediately. He's like looking, and then he's not sure. Actually, he's still kind of reined in the oxen, right? So he's got him kind of pulled back tight, and he can't really see what happened to the guy up front, and the guy hasn't even dropped yet. And the next thing that happens is you just shoot him, and he just kind of collapses over the top. He just, that's it. All right. What does Smoke do?
What are the two guards doing? The other two at the back.
There's one guard at the rear out of everybody's current view. And then there's another guy who has like a long-handled whip who's sitting up next to the guy holding the reins who's now slumped over.
Okay.
He's
so
probably
is the guy with the whip, is he within 5 feet of Edda?
No.
No? Okay. I wasn't sure how close she was since she went to cut the reins.
No, she's probably, roughly 10 feet away from him. But his whip could reach her.
All right. Well, let's go do it. Smoke will just go do a leaping attack on the guy with the whip.
Okay. That is just a hit.
Okay. And
oh god, that's actually some pretty good damage again. And let's make a strength check. Give me a moment. Why am I doing that? Hang on here. Give me just a second. Get this figured out. All right. Sorry, was it a strength saving throw or a strength check?
Saving throw.
DC strength saving throw. DC 11.
Saving throw. Strength. Smoke bites him in the leg and pulls him right off of the the wagon. And now he's on the ground. He's rolling around. The dog's just savaging his leg, and he's like, he's screaming. He's trying to use the whip, but he's like, Smoke is way too close inside of his guard. All right, and a second here. Actually, he does connect, but with like the thick, wooden handle. He just kind of puts the leather together with it, and he just whacks Smoke for 3 points of damage, who grunts a bit. The other guy comes jogging up around the side. He's got two immediate targets, Smoke and
the sword-wielding chick at the front.
Yep.
Oh, come on, this John Wick. This story.
He actually decides to take a shot at the bard, but he misses.
Cormac become a hardened, criminal.
Are they okay? Are they both pretty close to me?
10 feet away for the guy that Smoke just pulled out onto the ground and is currently prone. Another 10 feet, so about 20 feet to the other guy with the crossbow.
Okay.
Cormac, you're up.
Shoot the crossbow guy.
Okay. You miss. Okay, Edda, you're up. Did you re-hide, by the way, Sean?
I'm gonna run straight at the guy with the crossbow.
Okay.
And I'm going to I'm gonna fuck his day up. Yeah, take that.
So
I run at him
right
and I just boom, thunder wave him.
Okay.
Actually, she'd get both of them.
Well, it's 5 feet around you, isn't it?
Right. So if she's in the hex in front of him, the guy's going to be in the hex behind him.
No, no.
They were only 10 feet apart.
Yeah, can I split them?
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
okay. Get right between them, yeah. Okay, give me a second here. All right, the one right in front of you. Oh, he actually kind of grunts and kind of the crossbow just shatters in his hands, but he's able to kind of hunker down and he pulls out a scimitar. The other one on the ground. Okay, the other one on the ground that's already been savaged by the dog. He gets hit with it full on, and there's this kind of pulsing, dust flies in every direction. The guy goes flying right out of Smoke's grip, and give me a second here.
Shit, I didn't even think about muting.
And the oxen spook and start going like hell.
That Smoke would take damage too, wouldn't he?
No, because he's on the other side of the guy.
No, smoke was right outside of the range, and the oxen aren't damaged either. They just spooked. All right, Iona, you're up.
Damn it, that's what I was trying not to do. I didn't want to do it in front of him. Whatever. Luckily, I didn't cut the reins. That would have been a shitty.
All right, guys, I guess we got to pull these supplies back. No, we'll wait for Radjik. He'll take care of that.
Is the guy that's still standing, is he on my side of the road or the other side of the road?
Both you and Cormac are on his side.
Oh, well, shit, I just shoot him from here then.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
No, you don't.
Oh.
All right, what does Smoke do?
Smoke goes up beside Edda, and Savage is the other guy.
Okay.
And since he's beside Edda, he can use his pack tactics, which means he gets advantage on attack.
She does too, doesn't she? Or just him?
I don't know. Let me see. The Smoke has an advantage on attack roll against the creature if at least one of the wolf's allies within 5. It doesn't say
I
that.
think it's just him.
Yeah,
just
you're right.
Just
Yeah.
Smoke.
Okay. Well, he hits anyway, but you want to make the second. You want to pick the
Okay, yeah.
advantage. Yeah, or just roll again. Okay. Well, the 22 is best. Okay.
Yep,
All
definitely.
right, roll damage. Oh, jeez, man, that guy.
Nice.
How much damage does this thing do?
2d4
Oh, you have
plus 4.
bonuses. You do have bonuses, don't you? Okay. All right. Well, Edda, you do this thunder wave, which knocks him back, and as he's pulling his scimitar out, he clears it wildly, and he just leaves himself wide open. And in that moment, smoke streaks right past you. You see jaws flash, and as it's like if you'd have blinked, you'd have missed it. And next thing you know, it's just blood just geysering out from his throat. He drops the scimitar, clutches his throat, and goes to his knees. Is like, and he's already dead. He just doesn't know it yet.
Okay. I have
What's
animal handling, so I'm gonna try to cut the oxen off and calm them down.
It's going to take you a bit to get there.
Okay.
Well, they're coming right to you, so I mean, it's going to help you out. I, on the other hand, am not going to try and save the oxen. I'm just going to get mowed over.
Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want to do that?
Yeah, I don't have any animal handling or none
Whoa,
of this shit. I don't know how to drive a cart. None of that. I'm just going to watch it go right past.
2d6 for each oxen, another 3d6 for the cartwheels going over the top of you. Each cartwheel.
And a D4 for each guy that runs over you on the way
Yeah.
past.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's what we'll hand wave it. Some of these guys get pretty badly scuffed up. They couldn't keep up with the oxen, running at full tilt, and they were literally just being drug. Just about all of them. But you get up there, Cormac, and you get them calmed down pretty quickly.
Okay.
And with that, the battle is over. You try to turn this thing around, head it back to the camp.
Yep.
Okay. What about these guys?
Unchain them.
Okay. You find on not the driver, but the guy that Smoke ripped off of the wagon, he had the keys.
Okay.
Get these guys all unchained. You recognize, Edda, that all 6 of these guys, like you haven't seen them before, but they're all Rene, for sure. All 6. And they are all deeply thankful. Okay. So they were all wearing leather except for the driver, who was wearing studded leather. All of them had scimitars and crossbows. So there's 4 of them. One of them shattered, though, from the thunder wave.
Yeah.
Also, each one had a dozen quarrels. So you've got, 48 of those, if you want some crossbows. The wagon is piled nearly to the top of the covering with all kinds of supplies. Thank you, Flash.
What did I miss?
And there was much rejoicing.
Hey.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
you guys are going to catch up in a minute. And while you're catching up, I'm going to take a brief break and refill my drink. Since clearly nobody's coming to refill it for me. I'll be right
Sounds
back.
like a
And
plan.
we're rolling treasure, right?
Sean, I got a quick question for you.
Okay.
Definitely.
In your experience, you did fighting in with the Viking guys, right?
Yeah.
Did you use a round shield or a kite shield?
Round.
Which is
We also
better?
use kite shields. It's a fighting style matter. The kite shield is basically initially its design is for a horseman, so that you can put the end of the shield on your toe and it covers your leg on your non-weapon side. It provides you cover for the whole side of your body. You can also use it in a fight like that. You just hold it differently instead of having a strap that goes through so that it straps over this side. When you use a kite shield on horseback, you reach down through it. So there's straps that go down. So your arm is kind of held like this. And
I
so then
gotcha.
you move it up and down for any defense you need or back and forth. But they would all commonly scrap it the other way so you could put your arms through it the other way too. It could be used in both ways. You can also use it in the same style when you're fighting on the ground like you would in horse if you got pulled off by horseback, and turn your shield sideways so you have that long point that you can actually poke at your enemy and keep him, further away wherever you wanted it.
I got
The
you.
round shield difference is the round shield has a single bar in the middle of the shield that you hold on to. It runs from the top to the bottom, and there's a boss that goes over your hand,
What?
which gives you a big steel punchy thing when you either run out of shield, or if you're in the middle of combat, you could just jack a guy in the teeth right with that steel boss. The thing to the round shield is it works great in the wall because when you pull on it, it locks the sides into the other shields. And
I
so
gotcha.
when you pull on it, it pulls into the shields and it locks in tight, and you push with your elbow, and then it pushes it against the next man's shield. So you keep that tight, cohesive wall.
Got
It works great for you against pole weapons, although it can be used against you in the same way because you're holding it with a pole or with a bar in the middle. The shield is wobbly. So if you hit it on the outside of the shield, say like with a spear, and you stab with a spear and they stab to the outside, when it hits the shield, you can kind of give it a little play if they don't hit it hard enough, or if you hit it hard enough, you can force the shield open. So when the spearhead comes by, it twists the shield open and it immediately pushes the weapon to the outside, and then it allows you that moment to advance, and it gives them
I don't want you to bring
more
along,
distance
Tony.
to have to get the shield or the spear back to get in between.
Okay.
It's all a matter of what fighting
Are you
style
drinking a Chardonnay?
No, this is a ginger beer and Evan Williams Kentucky bourbon.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry.
So it's like the cheap version of what you're drinking.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, hey, I'm not highfalutin. I mean, I'll drink Beast. Is it just me, or are you only able to see Sean's like from the eyes up?
I got it tilted back.
From the Hobbit.
It's the Hobbit.
My lamp is behind here, so when it comes down on my keyboard, I can't see to type if I need to type. So it's tipped back so it goes the other way. I put on a nice clean white shirt for tonight since I always seem to be wearing a white T-shirt.
I was telling
noticed that
Fancy.
I was telling Sean that he should like wear a progressively like dirtier white shirt, and, like grow the beard longer, and like maybe like insert some food particles and like ketchup stains and.
Oh my god.
Oh shoot! All right, well,
No, he never washes it. For every episode his character lives through, he doesn't wash the shirt.
I don't wash a shirt to keep it's like football practice. You
That's
don't
right.
wash it till you lose.
thank God this isn't smell-o-vision. All right, let's see. So, Donnie, are you there?
Yep.
I heard the ruffle. All right, Joe, you there?
Yeah, and I want to point out that immediately after the aftermath, Etta like stows her rapier like really forcefully, and you just see her like muttering under her breath the entire time. Like, just let me have the little flair that like to this party, you know.
We told you not to lay out there in the middle of the fucking road. It wasn't my fault.
You never really did. I mean, you had your eyes closed. You never really saw what happened. So it's quite possible that they just decided to use you as bait the entire time and carry on with their original plan.
Yeah, but Etta wouldn't assume that. She would just assume that they just didn't give a shit.
You did exactly what you needed. You stopped the wagon and we fucking shot him.
Except that he made the wagon go again a lot faster. All right.
I didn't mean for that to happen.
So you get the wagon turned around. You get these 6 sailors. You get them unshackled, and do you arm them with any of the weaponry? You can't immediately find their stuff.
Hell yeah! If they want swords, here you go.
Hell yeah! They're like, yeah, they'll.
Here,
Everybody goes
some armor. Here's some armor, some swords. Knock yourself out. Crossbows.
The armor doesn't really fit. It would take time, and they're like, yeah, let's. So you inform them as to what's happened.
Yep.
Okay. They tell you that Captain Giordani is their leader of the Aster, and they thank you profusely for getting their ship back out from bandit control.
Thank the Duke or the Baron. He sent us. These bandits have any money on them?
Yeah, there's a small kind of a coffer, whatever, just probably that big. One of the keys from the guy with the whip opens it up, and you find in small change roughly about 100 gold worth. Otherwise, the rest of what's in the back of the wagon appears to be. I mean, the thing is heavily laden with what appears to be primarily foodstuffs.
Right. We started back towards the ships.
Okay. Yep. It takes probably about another hour, and you catch up with the rest of your crew.
Yay!
So I explained it didn't go the way we planned.
Okay. You guys can talk now.
Hello.
It didn't go the way we planned.
Hello.
Etta had a new idea.
I am Gallstaff, sorcerer of light.
I don't even say anything. I just have my arms crossed, just glaring at Iona.
You made a perfectly good decoy.
You're excellent bait, madame.
All right.
Don't look at me. I didn't shoot first.
All right. So you guys head back to the camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Getting back there, you find out that according to Captain Giordani, who's been here for the last 3 days, two wagons laden with supplies headed out on the first day that he was imprisoned, and they're 2.5 days ahead of you if you wanted to go deep into Johrase territory to get to it. But by and large, I mean, you're talking probably 20-30 tons worth of food that's still here in the camp.
Yeah, get it on the boat.
So you take what's left in the camp and load it into the Aster and the. Do you split it between the two boats, or do you just load it all on the Argus? The Argus is still here.
Split it between the two boats because then they'll go faster.
Okay.
I say we also burn this camp to the ground.
Loot it first.
Yeah.
First search it.
Obviously, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Are we going to go after the other two wagons, or are those a lost cause? Too far away?
I'd say it's a lost cause because we'd be too long away from the boats.
And you'd be fairly deep in Johrase territory.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
who was the guy that in the water with his head cut off, Tony? When Gwillem looked at the ship, there were 4 guards on deck, 4 guys tied up, and then there was a body in the water with his head cut off.
Oh, the 6 recovered crewmen. They tell you that that person and 2 others were. So 2 guys were killed in the initial fighting, and then one of their companions was able to break free. And while he was trying to get them free, it wasn't Ortiz, but one of his lieutenants killed him. Just parted his head right from his shoulders and sent him overboard.
Okay, thanks.
What's Ortiz wearing for armor?
A breastplate.
He's still sitting quietly. He's wearing breastplate armor. He's got a tabard over it. It's got the white and yellow with a big, like a morning star.
Armor anymore. We remove that.
You remove what?
His armor.
Is anybody else interested in the breastplate?
No, sir.
Because I would be.
Okay.
To the victor, the spoils.
It is like the most perfect piece of armor I could put on. It doesn't affect my stealth, but yet it's the highest point of armor class I can get.
Oh, I didn't know rogues could wear medium armor. That's awesome.
No, but a cleric can.
Did you take a level of cleric?
Yes.
That's awesome.
You don't
awesome.
necessarily get that when you become a cleric.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. You look at medium armor, definitely.
I get medium armor and shield, and that's it. That's the only proficiencies I get from becoming a cleric.
A breastplate doesn't affect stealth?
No.
Oh, nice.
It's one of the few pieces it doesn't.
Maybe I need to get one of those.
Yeah, he gets medium and shields.
He does get medium. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
If you take fighter, you get medium as well.
Do you get disadvantage on stealth rolls?
Nope, not with a breastplate. You go up to half plate, you
piece
do.
of armor.
Yeah, that's
So every man had a scimitar and a crossbow and a dozen quarrels. Let's say they each had 8 because they fired some. So they each had 8 quarrels. They had leather armor, scimitar, crossbow, quarrels. The captain has breastplate and a greatsword.
check out that greatsword, Tony.
He's also got some daggers handy.
I think it's nicest dagger. I think the nicest dagger.
That's probably his. The dagger is just a standard dagger, but it's got a black stone in the hilt, and the scabbard is it's matching. It's dyed black leather with just like dark iron kind of bindings around it.
Okay.
So yeah, it's nice.
Use my skill with arms, Tony, to check out the greatsword.
Your hand kind of tingles mildly just from the touch of it.
Ooh. Anybody got detect magic?
See, I can cast that ritually.
Excuse me. We definitely want to check this sword. I don't know if there's anything else that's here that you may want to pile with it.
Might as well.
I'm thinking this would be a great acquisition for Don.
I crank it up. And take a
Say
look.
again? Oh, okay.
Lose somebody.
Give me a sec.
Good old Sean.
Sean's gone.
Yep.
Oh, Oh, wonderful.
He shall return.
After rebooting.
After we,
Of course.
I'm expecting a text
He's
here
an
in a
apple.
second.
I haven't rebooted my computer in like 2 months.
I reboot every time before we start playing because I stream.
Okay.
Is there any? Go ahead.
Oh, all I was going to say is, so Rin, you guys are getting the crew. It's like, you probably spend most of the day just getting the crewmen fed and watered and kind of back to a decent place. The two that were burned, you use magical healing to the best of your ability to kind of rejuvenate them as well. They're not going to be doing any work for a while, but you're able to. So Jardani and Zarkiba, they're talking while they are taking some light items onto the ships. They're able to get both ships carefully along either side of the dock, and you're taking turns kind of getting foodstuffs onto them. And they're talking. They decide to split the 3 crew, and then both of them indicate that if you will pair with one of their crew members, split up on the boats or on the ships and pair with their crew members, then they should be able to get these ships back to Redspan, and then recruit some more sailors from there. So while all that's happening, Rin, you're not a guy to do any heavy lifting.
Yeah.
You ritually cast detect magic and check out this sword, and indeed, it actually does have a decent enchantment tied to it.
You are correct, Joel. It is magical.
Nice.
Is there any writing on the blade? Is there any writing on it, Tony?
Hang on.
It's also cursed. Here you go.
That's right.
Yeah, it does. It says, written on the side. Does anybody know any ancient languages?
Sure, I know them all.
Hey Joe, you want to
Goblin,
pause?
that's
Or,
pretty old.
what's that?
I know Goblin. That's pretty old.
It's been around a while. Does anybody read and write Old Oerdian?
I don't know if Sean does or not.
I do Oerdian, but probably not old Oerdian.
Well, okay, that would be Old Iridian. Yes.
Okay.
There's either Old Iridian or there's Common. Common is kind of like the new Iridian.
Yeah, I have Common and Old Iridian and Goblin are my languages.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're able to read it. I mean, this is probably a weapon from the ancient kingdom of Aerdi, and it says down the length of the blade, "Suffer no guilt, ye who wield this in the name of Cord."
Mm.
The Brawler Blade.
I think Don needs this one. Hey, Rajek,
What?
check out this sword.
Shiny.
Magic.
Hey, Sean.
God damn it.
How was that reboot? Maybe you should reboot before we play.
I did.
No.
I did. I tried to open World Anvil again to look at something, and blam! Every time I try to open that while we're playing, it locks everything up. I cannot access it while we're playing.
That sucks.
So
what's the sword, Tony?
It's a great sword.
does it flash have identify?
No.
You're a wizard. You didn't take identify.
Hell
You're
no.
broken.
That's a a waste of space.
Didn't somebody have it? Didn't we do that?
You only need to spend an hour with it, and then you'll know exactly what it does. That's why I
Oh, okay.
identifies pretty.
Well, we got plenty of time on the boat for him to look at it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So what else is in camp?
So you're gonna give it to Donnie?
Yeah, I think he can use it.
Makes the most sense.
Come on, the wizard can use it.
If
I
he
got
doesn't,
no
if he doesn't
need for
want
that
it, I will take it. That does make sense. I'm assuming he'd want it.
What does the half-orc use for weapon?
Oh,
Nice.
Sweet.
You don't get a plus to hit or damage with it, but if you crit with it, you do a lot more.
so can you macro that into the thing, to the roll?
Yeah,
Yes.
What you do is you just
Add it as extra.
here. I'll.
I started, but
Oh yeah, you just do damage type 2, and you do so it does 2d6 anyway, and I'll just do another 2d6. But that only happens on a crit.
Now you got a magic blade, Don.
yeah, I think my great axe was getting kind of warped with the elemental fire.
But just keep in mind that the second 2d6 only happens on a crit, so it doesn't. The system doesn't really work with that. You just have to know.
Yeah.
I'll
So
call
what
it
else is
quarter
in the
crit.
camp?
Yeah, Rin walks around with his glowing eyes for a bit. See if there's anything else to make sure.
I bet there is
Alright.
on her.
Yeah, let's take a look here. Hang on a second. Where is she?
Edda has a magical brazier on.
All right. Let's see.
Adds to her charisma.
Right. You know what? She doesn't have a lot. She's wearing a set of bracers that seem to radiate abjuration magic.
Nice.
And a ring.
Obviously not a ring of swimming.
No, it was not.
Mhm.
Was there anything magic on him, Tony, on Captain Ortiz, other than the blade?
You took it.
Good deal.
He doesn't resist. So what do you do with him and the other bandits?
Make sure they're good and tied up and put them in the boat.
Yep.
Can we cut like her hands off or something?
Sure, I'll do it.
Or at least one of them? I
No,
really
we
think
just
we're getting loose and casting spells at us.
Just so you know, she's already in pretty bad shape. She took a javelin like right down the length of her thigh, like the inner thigh. I mean, bled out pretty badly. If it hadn't been for Iona, she would have probably been dead within another few seconds.
All right.
yeah, we don't heal her. We just keep her alive.
Still keep her tied up. Her hands.
Okay.
And her head bagged. It's only a
Okay.
couple days back. We don't have to worry about feeding them or much.
Burn the damn camp to the ground.
That's right.
First, I want to go through it and look for any information before
Go
we
for
burn it to the ground. That's what I keep asking. What else is in the camp?
Okay. You find in the kind of the main tent, which appeared as though it had a couple different kind of compartments within it, and it was shared by both Ortiz and Maricel. One, that chick is messy. She's not like hygiene is not a big thing to her. And you do find a handful of scrolls. They appear to be missives back and forth between. Well, I mean, the only thing you're getting is someone who is simply called D, that refers to our Lord Ayuz, and but they're written in such a way that kind of lets you. It hints at communication from her that made its way back to her. Like, it kind of sounds like a continued conversation, but you're only hearing one side of it. And what the gist of it is that she was sent here to basically enlist the Johrase to aid in a very profitable venture, which was to keep or to intercept any supplies headed for Redspan, and then to like if they could capture any people, to have those sold at auction in the Bandit Kingdoms in Rookroost, if possible, where these people would specifically be on hand to purchase them and then take them back further west. And obviously the supplies as well.
Mm-hmm.
The bandits would get to keep a significant amount of money. Maricel had, her continued mission was to ultimately destabilize this entire area.
All right. What about Captain Ortiz's area? He received orders from his I'll come up with a name here, Lord Frederick. No, that's too close to Fel. I need like a random name thing handy at all times. Totally. That's not what I wanted. From Lord Ulta to basically work with Maricel, and as long as it continued to be profitable, to report in weekly, send back 80% of what they earned, and then the 20% was to be distributed as he saw fit among the local men. And if there was any threat to Camp Arnsten, then his job was to, of course, defend it and send word back to the capital. Excellent. That's a definite name. So is there anything else in any of your parts of the like on the platform or?
Yeah, is there any cash?
Yeah, you are able to between his tent, her side, and the men, you're able to scrape up about another 20 gold. Not much at this point.
Okay.
So they hadn't sold much because they only just captured the ship. They've only taken.
The minting is all Rookroost.
Okay.
Is that all the information that we can find? Do I need to?
Pretty much.
All right.
Is there a paladin hot on their trail? Let's see, it was a paladin and a couple other folk.
So, do we have enough people now to get these boats back?
Yeah. So you Zarkiba recommends that maybe, for safety's sake, pulling the boats out into a nearby cove away from this camp in case others arrive somewhere in the night. But she's kind of, you're thinking she's probably a little paranoid, she's lost a big chunk of her crew. What do you guys want to do for the night? You haven't loaded in all of the supplies. You probably got about half of them.
Well, let's spend some time with the bracers and ring to see what they are. Hopefully I get put on Zarkiba's boat, and then do a long rest.
Keep loading supplies.
Well, they're gonna stop in the evening.
I will conjure an unseen servant ritually and have it do my share.
I'll do the share of 4 people.
There you go.
All right. So you wanted to handle the bracers, Scotty?
Yeah.
You determine that you're going to need to spend like a good solid hour with them, and they require attunement.
Okay.
The ring is kind of the same. Both of them will require some attunement.
But what do they do?
You'd actually have to spend time to attune to them.
So they spend an hour in the evening after we stop loading the boats.
Yep.
Okay. So who wants to attune to which items?
I don't want to tune. I just want to know what they do.
Yeah, you can really only find out by attuning to them, really, unless you have identify.
Rub it in, Tony. Rub it in.
Well, I mean, how else do people like attune to cursed items? For God's sake, I mean, really? Come on.
I'll attune to the bracers, unless someone else wants to. Going once.
At least there's no necklace.
All right,
Going
Scotty,
twice.
they are bracers of itchiness.
Ah, damn it.
Jeez. Okay, you have attuned to bracers of defense.
Nice.
They give you a bonus to your armor class, but only if you're not wearing armor.
I mean, can't be worse than leather armor, so sure.
Okay, yeah, they give you a +2 to your armor. It's basically the same as studded leather.
Okay.
So you ditch you ditch your armor.
Yeah.
Okay. And does somebody attune to the ring? Nobody wants to
No
try
takers.
it?
I'll
You know
do
what?
it. I'll do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
You could just wait till you get home and have one of your people do it.
I've got an 8 intelligence, man. I'm ready.
I'm not afraid. What's the worst that could happen, really? Come on.
I've got 9 more.
Oh, shoot. So who's attuned to this thing?
Jow will.
Okay. All right. At the end of your hour, you come to realize that this is a ring of free action. Difficult terrain no longer costs you extra movement, and magic can't reduce your speed or cause you to be paralyzed or restrained.
Oh, I like this.
Nice. Yeah, best put that on a fighter of type. Be useless on me.
By the way, Donnie, that greatsword does not require any attunement.
Ooh. You just swing it.
You just swing it, and it just does some kick-ass damage.
All right.
All right. Let's take a look.
I send a message, since it's going to be dark, to the boss that we have recovered crew, boat, and 90% of the gear.
Okay. He replies back briefly. I never doubted you. Oh yeah, you still don't have video. I never doubted you. The situation here worsens. Please return them quickly. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. Got distracted.
There.
Shit. All right. So, what do you guys plan to do for the night? I mean, is that what you do? You just all pull out into the harbor and leave the remaining supplies in the camp? Do you leave
No,
someone
I'm not
behind?
gonna leave. I'll stay in camp.
I'll stay in camp.
I'll leave Gwillem.
I'm going to stay on the boat.
Yeah, Gwillem.
I assumed you would.
I leave Gwillem in my stead to circle above.
Willem, guard my stuff
High,
for me.
nice and high.
Are you sure you weren't gonna play a summoner?
He doesn't talk to you.
There's
He's not talking to you.
there is no summoner, unfortunately.
You send him up, and without a word, he just goes up and does his thing.
Finally, about time. No lip.
You sense as he climbs higher and higher, and he gets up to above a mile.
Yeah, well, can you see this still?
You guys are all kind of wondering why Ren suddenly kind of looks up and he's like,
Was there a shield in the camp?
Oh,
Did anybody use a buckler?
well, in fifth ed it's just a shield, period. But yeah, there's probably a few.
Yeah, but
shields.
I don't see me running around with a big round shield, but a small buckler.
No, it's a big ass freaking kite shield.
I don't want it then. I'll buy me a buckler when I get to town.
All right.
I'm bucking for that 18 arm class. Or actually be a 19. Shields +2. I was
Okay.
Our class of the fighters.
So Iona, Ragic, and Gwillem stay behind. In the camp.
Yep.
Everybody else heads out on the boat. Is that right?
Yep.
You're not right on the AC, Sean.
It's 14 +3 is 17, and then if I get a shield, that's +2.
You don't get the +3. You get the +2.
Why not?
Because it's a breastplate.
Breastplate gives you a max dex
Oh.
bonus.
So it'd still be an 18.
Still good.
Be way better than any rogue you run into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Another thing, Iona, you are searching around all over the place, and you run across an interesting deal within Maricel's her little nook. She seems to have collected holy items or holy symbols. And you can only guess at the way that they were acquired. Many of them have like bits of hair, blood, and other kind of things on them. And as you sort through this kind of grisly pile of holy symbols, among them you see a mask.
Oh yeah, I'm totally snatching that up. Yup, that's mine. I take the whole pile, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it looks like a mixture of Flanish and Iridian holy symbols primarily.
How many?
Probably 30.
We could hear you wringing your hands over here.
She seems to have been a bit of a priest slayer, perhaps.
And
Hers is coming.
she was going to come back for you.
So, okay, there was discussion of like dismemberment or other awful things that you just tie her up and kind of keep a bag over her head and leave her be. Where do you put Maricel?
Tie her to a post.
You leave her in the camp with you? Or do you put her on a boat?
I'd put her on the boat, tie her to the mast or something.
Okay. You want her on top deck? Okay. Do you leave her? Do you put her on the Aster or the Argus?
I'm not on a boat, so I don't care at this moment. Whichever one we're, well, it depends because we're probably gonna get broken up. Put her on the one with Flash.
Okay. Which one did you jump on, Flash?
Whichever one
You-
has the captain on it.
Zarkiva?
Yes.
You're like, you want to be near the badass?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's trade-offs. You're not going to get a lot of sleep tonight.
Damn it, Cormac.
Okay. What about
Cormac is exhausted.
Yeah,
That's
that's
right.
true.
You now have
That's
2
true.
levels of exhaustion.
Well, we'll
I
see.
need a long rest. Damn it.
That's not
This
likely.
never
to happen.
happens to me.
Yeah. All right. What about
Nap and a
you?
sandwich.
What about you, Edda? You haven't really said where you're spending the night.
Oh, I'll probably stay on the boat with the person who's not. What's his name? Johanny or something like that. He's the other captain, right?
Jardani. Yeah.
Yeah, Giordani. Yeah, I'll probably stay on that boat.
Okay.
Tony, I'd like to take some of these things that we got from the kobolds and set up traps all around the perimeter, along with tripwires and just stuff to make noise, so nobody can sneak up on us.
Okay.
I mean, as a thief, I have knowledge of traps, so I make use of that.
Okay. What about you, Joel? Where are you spending the night? Did I lose your mic?
Sorry, trying to keep from coughing in your ears.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to be on shore in the camp to provide them with my sword arm if it becomes necessary.
Okay.
I want to. I'll rack out first, and because I have to get out of armor, and then I'll take the watch through the wee hours.
Okay. Jordani, or no, sorry, not Jordani. Ortiz placed himself kind of in your custody. Where do you place him?
It'd probably be better to put him on the boat.
You put him on the boat with Rin and Cormac and Maricel.
Yes.
Okay. Down in the hold or up on the deck?
I'd put them down in the hold. Make
Okay.
sure they're secure.
Okay. And the other group of soldiers with him?
Be a good idea to do it separate. Put them on the other ship.
Okay. So
Down
the
in the
three
hold, tie
others,
'em up.
leave them down in the hold with the Aster. Okay.
Is everybody all right?
Who's
Yeah. Is there like fighting going on back there?
rest? Joe, mute.
Joe, like are you beating your kid or is he beating you?
No, he's playing with his pots.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, so so I know Jowl's not taking first watch. Who is in the camp?
I will.
I heard both Rajic and Iona. Who's doing it?
I'll take the first one because I can't see shit in the dark.
Fair point.
Okay. True.
So Rajic, you're going to take the middle of the night, and then he's going to.
Yep.
Then Jowl takes the third watch. Got it. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Let's see here. Make a thieves' tools roll for your trap setting. Okay. All right. Okay. Iona, your watch passes quietly. Nothing. Rajic. Oh, by the way, a rowboat comes from the Aster, pulls up to the pier, and starts yelling for Rajic. This is while you were just getting ready to lay down, and Iona had just started his watch. You hear, bare shoulders, Rajic. We have
Slowly
something for you.
drag my ass that way.
Okay. You get over to the pier and look down, and there's a rowboat down there, and you see Giordani with two guys on the oars, and he's holding up what looks like something, and it's covered. Okay, and he says, "Send down a rope. I will send this up to you."
I don't have a rope. I reach down.
Yeah, it's a bit of a haul because ship's got to pull up to it. So
All right, I
It's
find a
about
rope.
yeah, you do, and you rig a little deal, and you're just like, God, I just want to go to sleep, and you smell it before you see it, and it smells really good, and you basically haul up a big, basically a tureen almost of a really spicy smelling, delicious smelling thing. You don't know what it is. He goes, "We made dinner for you,"
Thank you.
and he waves, and then they head back to the boat.
Sweet.
Bare Shoulders got a bromance going on with the other captain.
Turn around, shake my head, walk back.
And you basically got this giant tureen full of like a spicy fish stew, and it actually smells really damn good.
I will offer up some before everyone goes to sleep.
Oh, cool. Thanks for sharing.
I'm off skulking somewhere in the dark.
You're out somewhere cursing. Ah, damn it! trying to get things set up.
Rin's snoring. Gwillum.
Well, you're trying to snore. Scotty, make another Constitution check.
I hope you fail.
Come on.
Ah.
All right. Now, you unfortunately don't recover the level of exhaustion that you had, but you don't gain another one. So that's it's a bit of a trade-off, and it's a pleasurable evening.
I guess I don't get my long rest.
No, not really. I mean, you do. I mean, you get to recover the hit points and all that kind of stuff, but
Okay.
you only recover one hit dice instead of the two that you normally would get to.
Okay.
Anyway, so Rajic, you get shaken awake by Iona at some point, and you cover your part of the watch. Nothing happens. Eventually, you shake awake Jal and lay back down again. And then, Jal, you had probably no sooner than got your. By the way, I forgot to ask. Did you close up the camp? I assume, like
Yeah.
bars
Oh, yeah.
the door, all that kind of stuff. I
Oh,
assume.
yeah. Heck
You left
yeah.
the traps. You left the traps on the outside of the wall.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Definitely want to put the traps by the spots where we broke down
Right.
the wall.
Oh yeah, I assumed. Yeah. And you no sooner than get your armor on and belted on properly when you hear a loud snap outside the wall and someone scream in agony.
Come on, Gwillum. Do your job.
To arms.
I
know
take
what?
it. Did I get any hit points back?
Not yet, no.
Okay. Great.
And I move that way to investigate.
Did you just roll initiative? Oh, you must have. All
I
right.
did.
Okay. Go ahead
Oh.
and roll initiative. Well, I don't know. Can you wake up from a sound sleep like that, or you don't have like alertness or anything like that, do you, Iona?
Alertness. What do I have? I have.
You can initiative anyway. You probably just aren't going to do anything this round.
I have observant.
Okay. That only works when you're conscious, unfortunately.
Right.
So.
I just assumed we're rolling initiative since
Yeah.
you
For
threw it
those
up
that
there.
are. Yep. All right. Okay. So first round, you're not able to do anything. Rajic. Okay. You and Rajic can both make a Constitution check to wake up.
I was just getting laid down.
By the way, I'm on the boat, and whenever I hear knocking, I'm doing the whole, we will rock you,
Right. Vroom, 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 vroom. Okay. Yeah. Neither of you have any trouble waking up, but that's all you can do this round. Okay.
I lament to one of the other guys. I'm like, the crewman. I'm like, how do you guys ever get any sleep around here?
He's like, this only ever happens when we hit port normally. He goes, no, we get leave. Okay. All right, Tinker, what do you do? Here, let's just move back to here. Give me a second. Since I have the map handy.
That'll work. Hopefully not Flash's map.
Can I use a portent roll so that Scotty fails his exhaustion check? Ha! That'll teach you.
Second.
Actually, I flagged Bare Shoulders down to the boat, and then I sudden transposition Bare Shoulders and Cormac.
Sweet.
Oh my God, that would be hilarious.
I can make my Constitution save.
You're in the middle. Scotty, you're in the middle of it when Rin comes in and he's like, gotcha! That'd be hilarious.
Let's see where that could be abused.
Exactly.
And then
Zarkiba's
Zarkiba's upset
kills
about
all
it.
of
He
us.
cuts the ribbon.
All right, I'll put Edda out here. I'll just keep you guys
I'll
out
rage
here.
first.
You just wake up angry?
No, if he switches me out, I would rage before she.
Can respond.
Yep.
Give me a second
Too
here.
funny.
Let's see. Tinker, I'll assume you're probably maybe. Ooh, what the hell? I grabbed a. I assume, Tinker, you're probably like in a tent or something like that.
Yeah, where
Do you
we
need help?
were.
Do you need help drawing a map?
Yes, in fact, absolutely. All right, so put yourself like where you would have been sleeping for the night. There were existing tents there, and they
Where's
weren't matched.
See, is this a tent?
No, that's like a platform.
Oh, okay. See, here's I'll put myself in here. Where is he?
You're right there. Okay.
Just looking for my
For who?
guy. I'm looking for my icon. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Yeah, right there. Okay. Am I missing anybody? It's just the three of you out there, right?
Where's Sean?
Lurking somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
there
You have no idea.
If this is the fire, this is where I would be camped out. Not
Yeah.
in the fire. By the-
Wait, I get to roll for Gwillem. That little shit.
Oh, we got to put our knits back on.
Oh, my word. No wonder he didn't say anything.
What did I have? An 11?
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so Tinker, you were putting your stuff on in your tent when you hear the loud snap.
He's
And that's
not
where
on
you
the
are.
initiative.
You're in that tent. What's that again?
Palmer didn't get in on the new. He needs on the new initiative.
What do you mean, new initiative? We're right there, aren't we?
It wiped us out when you move maps.
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right. Yeah. Reroll.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I apologize. Yeah.
Oh, well, then I want my 14 back. I'm it for re-rolling.
All right. So Iona, you woke up. All right, Tinker. There you go.
Okay. I know which direction that came from.
Yeah, you know it. You know it came from out here somewhere.
Okay. I'm going to move swiftly that way. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And see if I can figure out what's going on.
Okay. You can't see anything quite yet. Rajic, you wake up. All right, these guys.
Oh, okay.
He
Oh,
is going to try to extricate himself from a trap.
You guys are gonna enjoy this.
Okay, he's able to do that, and let's see if he can make an athletics test to get the hell up the wall. Does. He's up here. All right, this guy has to make a save. There's a curse, and okay, that's actually not bad. Another guy gets up on the wall.
Okay.
Okay, all right, and athletics with advantage. All right, okay, Tinker. These doors over here start bulging inward, and you see a mess of men on the other side of it pushing to get in. Put your backs into it, boys! You hear, and it's kind of bowing in, but nothing's happened yet. You hear someone say, "All right, you see that opening? Get an axe in there. Take out that bar." Okay. All right, it's Gwillem's turn. He dips down far enough, within a mile, to scream in your head. Master!
Yeah,
We've got trouble!
I'm up.
Okay.
Yeah, free action to yell for the rest of the boats that shit's going on in the camp.
Okay, Iona, you actually were sleeping, but you did so with a heavy tarp covering you. You wake up without moving, listening, and immediately you hear the main gate kind of being battered, and you also hear the sounds of exertion. The sound of one of your traps tripping, somebody screams, and then another curse. So there's a lot of stuff happening out there. What do you do?
So this piece right here, is this a platform?
Yeah, it's like
So
it's
I
like
can
a,
see,
a half step.
so I can see underneath it.
Correct.
Okay. So I go out and go underneath right there,
Okay. Yeah, you can see out from between the stairs.
and I shoot that guy.
Hang on. Okay, go ahead.
No, I don't.
Well, you're hidden, so he doesn't know you're there, which gives you
Good point.
advantage.
So yeah.
You do hit him, in fact.
So that's critical for my first shot.
Okay, roll the damage again. Okay. How would you like that to play out?
He sticks his head up over the wall and goes right back over the side.
Don't forget.
He looks like a clown with an arrow stuck through his head.
Thunk!
Don't forget to rehide.
Okay. All right, Tinker.
Sir?
Okay, I'm going to move up to the gate, and I'm going to try and keep them from opening the gate. If I can, is there enough of a space to stick something through?
They're sticking an axe in there. Jam a sword in there.
Yeah, you've already got a bar there, and you see someone trying to levy an axe as they're pushing it open to leave a little bit of a gap. You can hear him clearly. Get an axe in there.
I try and get the axe out of there.
What
I do my best to foil their plan at the gate.
you want to try to disarm the guy who's trying to get the axe in there?
That'll work.
Just grab it and jerk it out of his hands.
Okay, make an attack test.
Just in general.
You know what? I think it'd be a straight athletics test. Go ahead. All right, hang on. Let me roll his skills.
You're actually pretty good at athletics, but that wasn't.
You're like, give me that. You just rip it right out of his hands. The axe was clattering behind you as you rip it straight out of him there. He curses. What now, boss? All right. Later. All right, Rajic, what do you do?
Double move and put my shoulders into the door.
Shithead. All right, so you get to the door. That's a double move to get you there, though?
Yep, double move, and I just lean into the door.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So this guy. Okay. He comes here. And then he takes a crossbow shot at Jal. Oh, what's your armor class right now, Jal? Take a look at you. Oh, 19. A quarrel hurts the hell out of your arm, but it gets caught right in the batting of your clothing and the chain, and it doesn't penetrate. Like, you don't know how the heck how that would work, but you don't actually take any damage from that. All right, this guy's going to try to get up onto the wall. Skill, athletics. Oh, he gets right up there. And 15 more feet. And he takes a shot at you with a crossbow as well. Oh, my God. Okay. Jal, a crossbow hits you for 7 points of damage. All right, they're going to try to knock this door down one more time. Heave, boys! They can't get through. The back two guys curse, and they come around this way. All right. All right. Gwillem's still yelling in your head, Rin.
Yeah, I'm
It's like, wake everybody up! We got trouble!
Yeah, that's what I do. I get up and start running this way.
Okay, you're on the deck of the boat. You get to the top deck, and you look out, and you can definitely see Tinker and Rajic kind of pushing against the main gate. And then you're able to see kind of in the really dim light a couple of bandits over here in this corner down off to the side that are shooting crossbows at them. They're probably 80 feet from you.
That's within range.
Oh, so what do you want to do?
Let's see here. Scorching Ray. Wait, hold on. 80 feet?
Oh, no, I guess it's longer than I thought.
What was it? I didn't see it.
90.
Yeah, 90 and 95 feet. Yeah, you're on the deck of the ship over there.
Yeah, okay, so 90 works. Actually, I'm going to put these fuckers to sleep. Or try to.
Oh, because you can drop it at 90 and then it's got an area of effect around.
Yep. So we'll give that a try. Hold on. 58. Mama needs a new pair of shoes. Come on. I hope they both have 11. That would be perfect.
They're both asleep. They both fall. This guy falls down the stairs, actually. Wouldn't that wake him back up?
If they take damage, yeah, I think so.
I'll say no.
Only,
He probably
only if they take damage from your companions, the way it reads. If he falls his own ass down the stairs, that's his own fault.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm yelling.
You know what? You know what? Let's find out. Hang on a second. Because falling down those stairs is going to cause die 6.
Pop it.
There you go.
It doesn't really matter for him. You put him to sleep as he's like in mid step, and he just kind of falls forward, head extended, and he hits the ground, and his body arches up over, and you hear a loud pop.
Oh.
Actually, this one's different. I thought it was the same as the cure or the charmed person. This one, it just says if they take damage.
Yeah. Well, he died.
Nice.
He died.
You know what?
Okay.
Same. That works too.
All right, Iona, what do you do?
I don't have any targets, so I wait for a target.
Okay. All right, so you ready your action.
Yeah, and by the way, I did say I'm yelling for everybody else to. The camp's being attacked.
Okay. All right. Tinker, you're a fairly perceptive fellow, and
Cormac,
you can see
Cormac, pull out.
you see that on the other side of the doors, 2 of the guys that were behind break away and head to the left. You assume headed for the already kind of broken wall bits. So they're circling around. You've got 2 on the other side who are trying to break their way through the gate, but they haven't been successful so far. What do you want to do?
I'm going to go up on the rampart and try to knock these guys off when they come up.
Okay. So if you want to go, if you want to go straight up here, it's going to take your action, and it would be an athletics test. Not too difficult. It's about 7 feet up.
Okay. But that takes my action as well, right?
It would, yes.
I can just run and use my movement, and that takes up my action, right? And that way I don't have to make a die roll.
Yeah.
Okay, there's 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay.
Hold on. You are here, right?
Yep.
You're gonna go for the stairs. There's 30.
He's 1
40.
block. He's 1 block long.
Oh, you're right. You're right. No, you're right.
Nope.
That's 60. You're right. I'm sorry. Okay.
It's okay.
All right. So you double move and you get yourself up there, shield in front of you. All right,
Yep.
Ragic, what do you do?
I open the gate and I go forward.
How did I suspect that was going to happen?
I rage, open the gate, and I take 1 out. So we'll start with right there.
Yeah, I'll.
Free action.
It's a big gate. I love it. I do, but you've already raged. So, well.
I haven't raged yet.
Oh, you said you did when you woke up. I thought.
No, that was if he was going to swap me with Cormac.
Yes.
I would rage when I was going to go in on
Yes.
on her.
Oh God, that would.
That
My God, that would be horrifying.
Yeah.
And so the relationship with the boat captain ends rather terrible.
But I enjoy myself.
Oh God. God, that's such a horrible. That's a horrible thought. That's just like. Ugh.
No, I want to rage.
Yeah.
Lift the door. Go through it.
Generally speaking, if you got to make an athletics test, you're gonna use an action to do it. I tell you what. Yeah. I'll let you do it. Go ahead. It's not typical, but you do it. You open the door. Well, all you got to do is just kind of flip the latch. They're gonna open.
exactly.
They're pushing it open.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
And he's going to self-impale himself as he comes running through.
Okay.
Yep.
It kind of looks like that's probably true.
Oh,
We'll take the first one.
he's dead.
What's the same? Yeah, 12. He does. That's how would you like
no,
that? How did you want that to play out, Donnie?
Well, with the 7, because I'm raging. Is it the 7 the rage?
No, the point is
the vicious.
What's that?
That 7 is the vicious element. That's if
2d6.
Oh.
yeah, it's the additional
So
2d6.
the rage is just +2, so I have to remember that. Right?
Yeah, 14.
Or
Total.
14.
Yeah.
I would like to impale him and then fling him over my shoulder behind me
That's awesome.
so I can step forward into his square.
Okay. You do. He runs right down to the hilt, and then you're just like cords stand out on your neck, and you're like, "Ah!" You lift him up over your shoulder, and then you just kind of like, just like, and he falls off to the backside of you.
And I scream in this guy's face and look at him.
and then I shoot him.
Oh, the door's open. Yeah,
Yes. And then I shoot him.
go for it.
Nice.
That's a hit.
For 18.
How would you like that to play out?
Just as he throws the body over and starts to yell at him with the glee in his eye that he's gonna kill this guy, I put an arrow in his face.
Okay, yeah, you just yell at him, and like your eyes almost shut when you do it, and you just like you just rage, and then you come out of your like momentary rage just like to catch a breath to do another one, and he's down.
Well, that would mean I still have movement left, right?
Sure.
So I scream at this guy.
All right. Well, he looks around behind. He's like, shit. And he has. Let's see here. He's got some stuff going on. He's got a scimitar. He like maybe it's born of fear. You don't know what, but he lays into you and. You take 9 points of slashing damage from his scimitar as he just cuts a vicious arc right across you. I haven't halved any, so you half it yourself.
What did you say? You did not half it?
I'm not halving things. I'm letting you do it. Remember, you round down, so it would be 4. Right. And then he slashes at you with a scimitar again. You duck that one, but in the process of ducking it, you didn't see he had a dagger in the other hand, and he just jams it right into you for 6 points of damage.
Okay.
There, are you happy now?
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right. This guy, shoot. You know what? He reverses and he comes back around over to here, and he swings it with his scimitar, and he hits you also for 4 points of damage, Donnie.
Okay.
This one. Hold on. Is he really dead?
Yep.
He's
I shot him first.
Yeah,
That's all you got left, Tony.
Yeah, that's true. All right. All right. Willem, I assume, isn't doing anything else. So then, you don't want to send him in to help somebody, Flash?
Nope.
You sure?
Nope.
Sure?
Yep.
Okay. All right, Iona, what do you do now? Let me see if you've got any visual range on anybody.
No, I can't see anybody through. Well,
Yes,
the door would be open.
Yeah.
I guess the door's open. Can I see it? I can still see that
he
guy?
He has some significant cover and concealment. You want to chance
All right.
it?
Nope. I run up to here. And I take an unstealth shot.
Okay.
So at this point, I am not stealth. Then I can see this guy clearly, can I?
Over the wall,
Or-
but
or do I
you've
have to-
got, yeah, you, yeah. If I mean, he might have minor concealment, but it's not much.
Is
This
this guy
guy
better
over-
then?
That guy's a hell of a lot better shot. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I take him then. I take the better shot.
Okay.
I think I'll take the 22
Sure.
for a
All right.
9 points of damage.
Not. Wow. No. That's you don't get the sneak.
Well, that's
Just-
the damage.
So sneaks
5.
first.
This
Five.
yeah, the sneak is 5. So, how would you like
so I
that to
just
play
get
out?
5
it's
points killed him.
It's a simple shot to the chest.
All right.
Nothing.
Guy
nothing-
comes running up to you, Radjik, and as he does, you hear kind of a zing of fletching, and he runs up and he just kind of stops cold, and he looks down, and then he just kind of falls backward.
Just saying, I got all of you 3-1.
All right, Tinker. Look like they reversed course.
Jaw, come from above. Off the
Can I
top-
reach this guy from above?
off the top
What I-
rope?
You want a death from above him?
Just
That'd be interesting.
Do the Captain America shield
that's
thing?
right.
Sure. I like
All right.
that.
So actually, what it would be, since you are a shield master, you would just use your bonus action as you come down on him.
Alrighty.
So it would be an attack test,
All right. Let's see.
a strength based attack test.
Alrighty. Athletics or strength?
It'll be it's an attack test. It probably uses the same attack roll as your. Wait, no. Did I have that right? Pop the shield master ability, would you?
Stand by.
I thought it was an attack test, but
Did it come up?
Nope.
no.
Yeah, click on
There
the
should be a word balloon.
There it is.
Hover over the word balloon and click that. There you go. Bonus action, try to shove a creature. Okay. All right. So the shove is an athletics test. Correct. I'm going to give you advantage since you're dive bombing him.
Alrighty. Let's dive bomb this sucker. Okay, where are we? Athletics. There we are.
Nice.
Bam!
I'm going to put you here. And I assume you're not trying to shove him away. You're just trying to knock him straight down.
Straight down. Pile drive him into the ground.
Awesome.
And I need you. Well, you made it. You made an amazing athletics. You drop a superhero landing.
Cool.
Okay. And
Do I
you're still gonna
hit him?
you're still gonna take some damage though. Hold on. You do take 5 points of damage from falling, but you land on your feet. It hurts like hell though.
All right.
And you still have your attack.
Alrighty. Let us see if we can make his day just totally pissed off.
All right. You get advantage on it, of course,
Advantage,
because
good thing.
he's on the ground.
Alrighty.
If he spikes that shield, does that do damage then when he does that shove?
Technically, no. It's considered a standard shield shove. They don't really have rules for it. I suppose we could add something.
11
All right.
points.
You you definitely ring his bell. He's on the ground. He's sprawling. He's in bad shape. All right, Radjik, you haven't even gone aggressive attack yet, but you are raging, right?
Yep, aggressive.
And the guy who just whipped up on you, you saw Jaw come. He just did like a Jimmy Snuka off the wall with his shield in front of him, and he's just like, off the boom! He comes
He's got
down,
a chair.
he like does a backflip, lands a superhero landing, and then slashes at him with the sword. The guy is on the ground bleeding, and neither of these guys know what the hell has just gone on. So what do you do now?
We will reckless attack him for advantage.
You already have it because he's on the
I
ground.
I know I won't do it anyway.
All right,
18. Oh, well.
all right, that'll hit him.
We'll take the second one.
You take so it'll be
God
16,
damn.
right?
Yep, 16.
Okay. You slash deeply into him. He groans. Oh, but he's not quite down yet. All right. He stands back up.
No attacks of opportunity in this game.
No.
Damn it.
The dude off to his side whips back around and tries to attack Tinker.
He's dead.
Missing.
He's already dead. I already
No,
shot him. He's dead.
No, this guy's alive.
Killed that guy.
Yep, you dropped.
Dropped
Said he
that guy
dropped.
with the last shot.
Oh,
Which puts
God,
me up
that's
3-1 to everybody else. I've killed more people in this
You're
match
right.
than anybody.
You're right. Okay. All right, fine.
You're down to your one goon.
Okay.
Except for the one sleeping.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy actually gets back up and he faces Jal instead. And he attacks him 3 times and cannot get through Jal's guard.
Oh man. Meanwhile, I shall stay on the boat.
Right. Well, we don't even have you on the initiative turn. Is there something else you want to do?
No, I can't
just-
see him.
Okay.
I'm staying on
Oh
the
yeah,
boat.
they're outside the walls. Yeah. Okay, it's Iona's turn.
So I move up to there and hide, just because that's what I do, and then I shoot him in his back.
Well, he's so engaged in combat, you'd get it.
No,
Oh
shoot
my God!
Wow.
The bowstring snaps.
Wow.
Damn. All right, Tinker.
If you look over towards Rin, he's got his finger up to his mouth. I didn't know that was going to happen.
All right. Yeah. So Tinker, you're up again.
And I'm so mad I can't stealth well.
You there, Mike?
You got any spell slots left?
Sorry, I'm sitting there talking to myself with the. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark so I get the extra die 6, because this guy's swinging 3 times. He needs to go down.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Nice.
It looks like a hit.
That is a hit.
11 and die 6. 16.
You don't have any spell slots to
He
expend
is,
on this guy?
He's bloodied. He's got to do a. Oh yeah. Well, he can't do his channel because but he could do a divine strike, right? Is what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Rajic, you're up.
All
he's
right.
actually facing Jal. Not that it gives you an advantage, but
Well, reckless
you're raging,
attack
which
will.
gives you absolutely.
Oh,
Man.
Damn, you don't get through. All right. Let's see.
I want a luck point. Damn it.
He is going to attack Jal twice with the scimitar, and then Rajic once with the dagger. Let's see how that works out for him.
Can I
Oh.
impose disadvantage on him?
How would you do that?
Pushing, throw him off balance, stick my sword between his legs.
You could provide help, but you wouldn't get an attack then.
Yeah, that's true. You wouldn't get to attack him if you provided help, but that
Never
just
mind.
gives him advantage. It doesn't provide disadvantage to the bad guy.
Willow could have been helping, but he's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a pussy.
Yeah.
Well, he has died recently again,
Yes.
I think.
I think he's sacrificed enough.
Okay, well, so you do get hit once with his scimitar for 6 points of damage.
Okay, I think that takes me down.
Does it?
No, I have 1 point left.
Oh man.
Right. And then, oh wow, that's a hell of a dagger shot. You do get hit with the dagger, and you take 7 points of damage, or 3 rounded down. All right, Iona, your bow is out of commission for the fight. What do you do now?
I go over the wall,
Okay.
move in.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check if you want to try to roll with it and take less damage.
2 6s.
That's exactly what I expected. A
You are
nice
just
8.
wow. You take 5 points of damage from the fall,
Well, that's the first damage I've taken, in the
Okay.
last 2 sessions.
and you limp / stagger over to the fight. All right, now what?
I stab him.
Stabby stab.
Okay.
Nah, probably not. At least I
you
didn't try
don't
and kill
have-
somebody.
Yeah, you don't have advantage, so unfortunately, no.
Okay, but now I stealth.
You can't stealth when you're adjacent to him, but it doesn't really matter.
Then don't I have advantage because he's in combat?
No.
Oh
No,
no,
you
I just get the damage.
Yeah.
That's right.
That is correct. Yeah. All right, Tinker, you're up again. You're
I wanna-
reeling. Bad shape.
I want to try and knock him down with a bonus action.
Yeah,
So that's
do
an
it.
athletic test, right?
That is correct. This guy's a little tougher than your average guy, but athletics. It works.
Whoa! Hot
He's got too
damn.
many. He's got too many guys on him, and he goes down, and he's marked.
All right. Let's see if I can hit him. Bam! You got it.
You hit him.
13 points.
Okay, he is like hurting bad, and he just throws his weapons away from him. Mercy, mercy! He says. All right, what do you do, Rajic?
Oh. No.
Just go. Oops. And
Yep. I,
I was
what'd you say?
I was already in mid swing.
What? Ah,
Ah.
Wow. Yeah, you. Well, yeah. Even with this advantage, you missed her. You were so intent. He was like right there, and then he just like fell down, and you're like, whoosh. What?
I quit.
All right. Yeah. He rolls on his back and he puts his hands. He's like, mercy, mercy.
I don't think so.
Iona, what do you do?
I stab him.
Merciful death.
He's prone, so there's no difficulty. And you get sneak damage because he's right there. Wow. 1-1-1 or 2-1. Oh no. It's just okay. That is not enough. You stab him, he's like, ah, like right in the gut, and he curls up around. He's like, oh God, no.
I have
He's like-
children to feed.
He
I don't-
says,
I don't need him, so I don't care.
I know where the
I have
gold
enough
is, he
for
says.
this.
I know where the gold is.
Well, that gets my interest. I say where?
All right, what do you do, Tinker?
Show us where the gold is, and you live.
For 5 minutes.
he looks at you.
I scream at him.
he looks at you, Tinker. Roll an insight check.
All right. There's no gold.
2.
Insight.
Bless you, Scotty.
There we are. Insight.
I can't roll for shit.
13.
Yeah. You see the look written plainly on his face when you say that. His mask kind of falls for a moment around the pain. You see the look of calculation, and you know there's no gold.
Coup de grace. You lie. So die.
Well, and now, Rajic and Iona, you know that Jal has no compunctions about killing a down man. Like, well, we thought he was a paladin, and we didn't really know, and okay.
Never mind.
I like
All
this kind of paladin.
Yeah.
Huh.
All right.
I help finish.
Search these bodies.
We just straight murder this guy out here behind the wall. Stab.
You, Rajic, you test out the edge of this new greatsword by severing his head from his shoulders.
Yep. And I put it on a pike somewhere.
Okay.
I yell from the boat. You guys all good?
Cormac, you roll off, and Zarkiba puts her hand over your mouth, and she goes, "Shh! Did you hear something?"
Search the bodies.
Okay. You find, all told, there's probably another 10 gold. It's more of the same. Guys from Johrase. Looks like they came in the night. Let's see. Actually, Iona, one of the guys that attacked the camp you recognize. He was there earlier in the day.
The guy that got away?
One of the guys that got away, yeah.
I think I'll quietly go visit the guy sleeping.
Yeah, the guy sleeping. Maybe we could ask him if where the other carts went. At least, have an idea. Not that we were going to go after it, maybe, but at least we can relay where it was.
We know where they're going. We've got information on that where they're going to. They're going to Rook Roost.
I missed that part.
I thought he accidentally fell off the top and broke his head too. That's what I thought he did.
So you wake this guy up and smack him around and try to get him to talk?
No, I thought he accidentally broke his neck.
Well, there were two of them.
We do question him.
Okay.
Doesn't mean you can't kill him later.
Okay, so yeah, once he realizes what the situation is, he's like very cooperative. He says, he
works for Quicksilver.
Yeah, right. No. He says that the supplies would have gone through Falshate, which is the closest major city here. I'll spell it for you. You guys don't really have a regional map, do you?
Nope. How far away is Falshite? How far away is Falshite?
Full of shit.
Full of shit?
False shit?
He says... Oh, he says, by ox cart, he goes, it's probably, a day and a half travel along the roads.
I wish we all had some horses.
Nope. We need to get these boats back as soon as possible.
Yeah. I mean, we could.
Well, here's another guy to help us load the boat.
I mean, if we had horses, it could be maybe more of a possibility, but I agree. We don't.
We have 90% of the gear, of the food stocks, and they want it back as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Jal gets to be a hero again.
You find out from this guy that the other guy wandered into their patrol, told him what happened, and then they rushed to try to rescue their companions.
We search Lieutenant Captain what's his face here real good to make sure he doesn't have anything of importance.
Sorry,
he seemed to be the most important. He most seemed to be the most important guy. Make sure that Captain what's his name here, who was the best of all of them, make sure he doesn't have anything of importance on him.
No, not really. Nothing special. Yep. So, you guys try to finish what little rest you can, or what is your plan?
I heal Jal.
I need to. Oh, thank you.
Yep, I need some sleep.
Where's my spell? How'd I do? 7. Look at me. Oh, nope, wrong.
All right. Well, so nothing else happens that evening. You guys head back to. You finish loading. With you unshackle the prisoners, I assume, to get them to do some of the heavy lifting for you.
Hell yes.
All right. And you get the rest of the camp completely cleared out by not even midday.
Take the oxen too. Those would go well over a spit.
All right, you load them up onto one of the boats. All right.
A lot of hungry people, Flash.
Good point.
That's a lot of burgers on the hoof.
Yeah. And oxtail soup is considered a delicacy in some parts.
You betcha.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. So anyway, you guys get the camp cleared out by before midday. What now?
You get the boats moving.
Did you sneak heal him?
I don't know why it's putting sneak on there. I don't know what the hell that is.
You have sneak set up next. You must have rolled it from your attack section.
No, I rolled it from the spell. I don't know why I put that on there.
Because it's part of it's considered an attack, but it does healing instead of damage. So you've automatically got sneak going on. So it's like, well, you heal him 4, but you actually did 7 damage. I had to stab you in the back to heal you. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. All right, so
I got you 5, Mike.
So you clear the camp out and cast off right from the docks there?
Burn this bitch to the ground.
Yeah.
Everything. The wagons, the walls, everything. Burn it to the ground.
Ren, you have some fun. You haven't cut loose with firebolt.
Heck yeah.
And you're like pitching baseballs,
Yep.
All right.
Totally.
Okay.
I missed. I do it again.
All right, yeah. So you do that from what's the range on it? You just probably do it from the deck of the ship.
What is the range on that? It is 120 feet.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's really no area that you can't touch.
Yep.
You make sure that Ren, you set the bandit camp on fire.
I say, Quillem, let's have some fun, buddy. I have him be my spotter.
Oh, Master, you missed a spot over here.
Happily.
All right. So you make sure that you're satisfied that the camp is burning nicely. Black royal, because they use pitch to try to preserve what they could, and that just makes just nasty smoke. So you've clearly made a fire that can be seen for miles and miles. And once you get going, Zarkiba finds you on the deck, Rin, and she says, "I think it's best that we take off now."
Agreed.
All right. She signals over to Captain Jardani. Rajic, Jardani requests that you join his ship.
So the bromance can continue.
That's right. He the whole trip back, and it takes a solid day and a half. He tries to convince you that sailing is the life for you.
As you're heaving over the side.
As you continue to throw up.
Yeah.
He goes, no, my friend, this will pass. He goes, you need to eat some more of the fish stew. He goes, it'll make you feel so good, and it'll settle the stomach. Very good for the digestion.
These aren't pirates; they're Italians.
He goes, they're very good for the digestion. And then he says, so yes, you should join my crew. And he goes, think of the things we could do. He goes, how are you with taking other people's things? Here, let me here.
First.
Yeah, he's like, oh, here, let me hold this bowl for you. No, seriously. He goes, how are you with taking other people's things?
He said he'd be right back. I think he stepped away.
Oh, shit. All right. We're talking to thin air here. It's kind of what it sucks not to have video. All right. Well, so yeah, you guys have a, generally speaking, uneventful boat ride or ship ride back to, what is that? Wow.
What is that?
Ice cream.
Something Culver's, yeah.
Caramel sundae.
So when we get to the end of the day, I messaged the boss that we are on the way back and we are about a day out.
Okay. Yeah, this thing's not going to last 20 minutes. Sorry, guys. Okay. So Here, I'll just write down Donnie to let me know when he's back.
He's back.
Are you back, Donnie?
Oh, I thought I heard him.
No, that's Palmer, evidently.
Damn sick people.
It's allergies, guys. It's kicking my ass. Everybody down here is just really blasted with it this year.
Did you try the Flonase?
Yes. That's good. My sinuses are not the problem. It's the crap in my chest.
Oh, yuck.
There's a lot of unhappy people down here right now. Let me tell you.
So I'm guessing in the city that weapons and armor are selling for wonderful amounts.
Well, you know that the smithies are working, like 24/7 at this point.
Okay, so when we get back, we need to unload some equipment.
You bet. Donnie's back.
At a premium. Wait. Isn't that taking advantage of people?
I'm okay with that.
You back, Don?
Wait.
Yep.
We don't want other people to steal from our people, but it's okay if we hike up the prices a little.
Right.
Donnie, you missed an entire one-sided conversation I was having with you.
Tony had a great monologue for you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, sweet. What did I miss?
So, Captain Giordani specifically requests that you join his crew.
For the trip back to Red Span?
Yeah, for the trip back, yes.
Well, it was good soup, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. And, throughout the day, he makes sure that you get double rations.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then, he's like, oh, you should work with Jarek here. He's very good at coiling rope, and he will show you how to climb the rigging. And then, later he catches up with you while you're horking over the rail, and he's like, you should really think about joining my crew permanently. He goes, you would make a fine sailor.
No.
No. He says, listen. I have a great deal for you. He says, how are you with taking other people's things?
Not against it.
He says, I give you double share on whatever we take.
Oh.
He says, you don't have to answer right now. He goes, I know you have mission. He says, when that is complete, you come talk to me.
Keep it in mind. Much rather do this on the land.
Oh, no. He says, you've never felt such freedom, my friend, as when you are plying the waters near the near div. He goes, the greatest lake in all the world. He goes, it's like an ocean unto itself.
Where the waves go up and down and up and down.
And I puke on his shoes.
He goes, you need more fish stew. It would take care of this for you. Good for the digestion.
I go find some place to lay down.
And that's what he sounds like.
Right. All right, so you guys make it back to Red Span. You pull back into the first available set of docks. What do you guys do?
When we get close, I message, because it's another day, I message that we are an hour from the docks.
He says, we already have lookouts waiting for you. You'll recognize them.
Well, you're going to need some hands to unload this stuff. There's a lot of it.
And 2 oxen.
As you guys come cruising past one of the walls. There's kind of a little minaret tower there, and right in the shadow of that tower is a taller building of some kind, and Iona, you see Cordelia waving at you from atop the roof of this tall building.
I wave back.
And then she immediately turns and shoots an arrow somewhere out of sight.
Some random peasant dies.
Message.
Damn it! Why did I get that jerk today?
Message, please, sir.
All right. So, yeah, you guys pull into port, and as soon as you do, they're right there. You see Captain Torwin. He's got probably 150 troops, 50 of which are simply just trying to hold the crowds back.
How many days has it been? Are we back to full?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and you would have had enough time to get all your hit dice back too.
All right.
Spells and incantations.
All right.
I moved the crowd back.
Everybody move!
Exactly what I was going to do.
Yep.
I'm on the brute squad. You're on the brute squad.
Yeah.
What is it you've done here on this page, Sean, with your character?
Just overpopulated myself.
Well, anyway, Torwin, he greets you, Jal, on the deck of the ship. He comes right up to he requests to come aboard, and of course, Zarkiba says, "Oh, very well," and he comes right up on deck and greets you with a grin on his face, Jal, and he says,
This is just salute.
he does the same. He says, "You," and he says this kind of expansively, looking around at the group of you. He goes, "You do not disappoint, do you?"
I'm a hero.
We try.
We didn't get all the food.
Some of it was beyond us.
The barbarian ate a lot of it on the way back.
That's what the 10% went.
Yeah.
He says, "We've been briefed as to the situation." He goes, "We're here to take the prisoners into custody."
On the way back, I go through all the food stocks and I find like a couple of pounds of sugar
Oh yeah.
and stow it in my bag.
Okay, that's no problem.
Yeah, that would actually be something that Rin would do. Okay.
Actually, I'd give it to you after I found it. I'm like, hey, here.
Absolutely need some sugar.
Tony, I'll make sure that I personally hand over Captain Ortiz to the captain of the guard. Said I gave this man my word that he would be protected, and I turn him over to you now. I deliver him to you.
Ortiz just kind of stoically does as he's told. Torwin takes him and he says, he will see justice.
He'll
Which-
be well cared for, well fed, and then well hung.
You've seen Lord Fell's justice firsthand. He doesn't screw around.
Nope. First session. Oh, that guy's dead.
That was pretty quick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Don't want to beat them.
All right, so yeah, you turn them over. What about Maricel? You've had her tied to the mast the entire trip.
Yep.
She belongs to Iona.
Is she here?
Hmm?
Is my master here?
Not immediately apparent. No.
He's standing right behind you.
Where's he? Oh God, no, he's not. He's not anywhere to be seen.
Okay. I truss her up and drag her out and put her in a wagon full of our shit. Because we're going to need a wagon to unload our gear.
Okay, so you're like, we need this wagon, and you commandeer it?
I commandeer it.
Yeah, nobody gives you any shit about it.
When we get here, I'm disguised as a city guard. I have disguised self. It works for an hour. I'm dressed and look like one of the city guard.
Do your companions know about this?
Oh yeah, I tell them I'm going to do that before I do it. But yeah, so when they get here, so I'm not even on the boat.
Okay.
But I truss her up and load our shit and commandeer a wagon.
Okay.
Because we have a pile of crap.
All right, so I'm interested because we've only got about 8 minutes left here before I'm going to call it quits. What do you immediately want to launch into something else, or do you want a little time off?
Well, we're going to need some time to prep gear and be ready before we go off into the next thing. We're going to need a week or so at least, I think.
Cormac's got 5 levels of exhaustion, so he's going to need some time.
Right. Well, I know that you've got some things that you still got in front of you, Iona.
Yep.
Okay, well, we can worry about it next time.
If the boss tells me that he wants me to do something, that's what's going to happen. My personal shit aside.
Well, we can run it on the fly next session if there's time to do some downtime, and that's fine. That's fine too. Mm-hmm. So, any last things that you guys want to do as you pull into Red Span?
I want to take her up to the boss. I take her up to the castle to take her to the boss, and so I can deliver her and the messages that we found with the names.
You hand the master the intel that you received, and you turn her over to him.
Yep. I tell him that she was in charge of this stealing operation, and she's reporting to someone going by D, and that what's his name? I wrote this down. Except I wrote it in the other one. Name? I wrote this down. That Captain Ortiz is reporting to a Lord Alta. And I make sure to warn the boss about her spell abilities and her winged little pet.
Okay.
Whatever happened to that? We killed it, didn't we?
We killed it again.
Yeah, it's not returned. Not since the second time you killed it.
We killed it, didn't we?
We killed it again.
But you've also not given her any opportunity to do anything.
Summon it, yeah.
Yeah. He she's basically hogtied on the ground, and he kind of moves the hair back from the side of her face, and she snaps at him once, and he just kind of like from almost like here she is, she snaps at him, and he just retracts, and then he just kind of does this little touch to the side of her head, and you'd think that he just about smashed the side of her face into the wall, because she just boom, rebounds it off the floor and goes limp again. He says, "Feisty one. I've got it from here." He goes, "You've done good work, Iona."
I'm here to serve.
He says, I regret to inform you that the young man that you were looking for, he's turned up dead.
Oh, man.
He says it had nothing to do with any of our agents. Of that, I'm certain.
No, I think I have a lead.
We need to totally go invisible commando on what was that guy's name? Kren, Seratius Kren.
Yep.
We need to hunt
So-
him down.
Okay.
That's what
All
we're
right,
doing
Scotty.
next session.
Scotty, what about you? She pulls into harbor, and Zarkiba says, she goes, I will be here
What's going on?
1 week at least, to recruit additional sailors.
Mhm.
What about you? She says, are you interested in sailing the rivers?
I'm afraid that is not my path right now, anyway. I am a ranger, a man of the forest and the trees. The river is not where I belong.
So many jokes here.
Not that river.
He's a man of the bush.
I think I've plowed this river long enough.
Bushmaster.
I believe I went there.
Oh, all right. Hang on. That one, it was crude, but Flash, you get a card draw. Plowed this river long enough.
My shotgun approach to humor.
Yeah. So she says, well, she goes, you can often find me or send word to me at any port. She goes, and your friend, the River Rose, she knows how to reach me.
Very good. I will keep that in mind. And if you are ever in dire need of assistance, send for me if you can, and I will come.
She goes,
And so
well,
she
I will...
again.
Yeah, that's right.
Again.
She goes, well, I will be here for a week.
Or perhaps I will come down and visit you. I am staying at the keep, usually. But mayhap I will stay here till then.
Oh, you'll have to show me this keep.
Yes.
She goes, I can walk among royalty and nobility. All right. What about you, Joe? You've been kind of quiet.
What about me?
You just got back to Redspan. What do you do?
It's a great question.
She's got a whole new set of stories to tell about the lion.
Yeah, I suppose I wasn't really there at the very end portion of it. I was just, chilling on the boat. I'm surprised that she didn't ask me to join the crew. Although I definitely would say no, because that part of my life is, over.
You're already known among the Renee. They already know what you're, how you left.
I'm just gonna go wherever Jal goes.
Okay.
The paladin
Well,
puppy.
where do you go, Jal?
Well, want to go buy a couple of things. I need to have a tailor make me a tabard. Best quality material for such a garment.
You're not so good at this, but thankfully you have Edda, who seems to be, she's like, "Where are you headed?"
Oh, I'm trying to find someone to make me a tabard.
Edda, you've spent plenty of time among the stalls during the day when you weren't in the markets, when you weren't playing. So you've got a pretty good sense of the marketplace, and where all the best artisans are. So you help them find a good tailor to make this new tabard that you're looking for. And what did you decide? Did you decide a red lion on a black background or a black on I don't remember what you were doing.
Black lion on a red background.
Okay. Definitely not your typical Snow White paladin.
No, sir.
I'm assuming that's a rampant lion.
Rampant lion, correct.
What about you, Rin?
We first go visit the widow and beg her to baked goodies.
All right.
Me and Gwillem.
Oh, I'd be happy to. If only I had some sugar.
Here you go, baby.
Okay. She starts baking up a storm, and for at least a little while, Willem stops being such a little bitch.
There you go, Gwillem.
And he seems to go back to talking to you again.
Okay. Yes. Sorry it took
Ragic,
so long.
what about you? You quit. Like, you're the first one off the boat. What do you do next?
I would probably go back to the area that I felt that I fit in the most, back to the pits. Have a title to defend.
All right. Well, we'll pick it up next time.
What percentage are we selling goods at?
Oh, like weapons and armor?
Yeah.
You can get logistically. You can get. I'm gonna say, because they're used and you kind of whipped up on the people who had them. Probably 25% over list price.
Sweet.
All right. Any other questions?
One other purchase, Tony, would be a nice meerschaum pipe and some really high quality tobacco.
Yeah, you can grab all that stuff out of the player's handbook. I mean, pretty much all that stuff's available in Red Span. I would say the tabard probably counts as like fine clothes when it's done. And assuming there's a week passing at some point, then it'll be ready for you.
Okay. Go back to the inn until then.
Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. We'll catch up next week.
All righty.
Later, all.
Enjoyed it, folks.
All right.
Ciao, guys.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.